living on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny sun.
Hey, I'm FTFE. Welcome back to the channel that does to stupidity what 3 years of my life has the past 3 years of my life has done to millions and millions of my brain cells. They've all been destroyed thanks to constantly talking to flat earthers. There is someone else with me who has unfortunately been afflicted with the same thing. Toon, I would like to take a minute of my time to, you know, all my thoughts and prayers towards all the brain cells that you've lost in the past few years as well.
Oh, it's tough, but you know, NASA's good to us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They send me a monthly supply of IQ points to just consume.
Yeah, you have lots of tabs open all the time. You're like one of those hoarders. There's just, you can't see, but off camera, just to the right of Toon, there's literally a wall of tab cans. That's it. That's all that's there.
That's the rosy glow you're seeing.
Yeah,
is from that.
Like it blocks the door, and he hasn't left that room in years. Actually, they've tried to get to him, but you know, he wears a diaper and stuff. It's terrible, actually.
It's all tubes. It's not a diaper. It's tubes. Much easier.
But we have been on YouTube. It's what was the date? It is the 18th. I think was the first day that I uploaded my video in 2018. So,
yeah, mine was the 19th. So you beat me by a day.
Yeah. So three years and 2 days on YouTube. So yeah, that's scary that I've been talking to flat earthers for that long. Over 500 flat earth debates. I'd say that's community service, right?
It is. It is. You should get a Purple Heart or something like that.
I should definitely be paid for teaching physics. That's for sure. I feel like
all these free tutoring lessons you give them, and they never thank you. They typically yell at you.
Yeah, like Rachey.
Ungrateful. Ungrateful.
I mean, yes. I think I could summarize Rachey's entire argument last night. Are you ready? Nuh-uh. It's a parlor trick.
Well, no, she also said gravity's not a force.
Oh,
many times.
Several times. Yeah, and I agreed with her every
so
single time. It was amazing, and she still kept saying it.
She had a script, and she did not know how to go off that script.
Yeah, she's got her script from her Papa Flerf, which is definitely Creeping Warrior.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, I know.
Gosh, that's just...
Imagine idolizing him. Like,
oh.
I just threw up in my mouth a little.
That's as bad as eating Rocky Mountain oysters.
So we are going to be having a flat earther on. Trey will be joining us probably in about half an hour. He said he's driving home. I always worry that they're allowed to operate, you know, combustion engines. It's a terrifying thought. You know, someone said to me the other day, Toon, that flat earthers, you know, they should just all go and get jobs at McDonald's. But I entirely disagree with that statement because I don't want them making my food.
No, I want them on the other end of that process, right? I want them putting the proper tasting urinal cake in the urinal.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. They have to be the one that tastes it.
Yeah.
Right. So, and in 3 years that you've been on YouTube talking to flat earthers, what's the dumbest thing you've heard? The absolute dumbest thing you've heard?
Oh my God. Oh, it's like a 1,000-way, you know, competition for the dumbest.
It is.
Well, I actually got Davey Duarte live said that 10 to the negative 17 is a negative number.
Yeah. He said that to me as well.
Yeah. Jeez. Maybe the chat has some.
Well, yeah, okay, chat, tell us the dumbest thing that you've ever heard a flat earther say. I mean, JM Truth literally said to my face that the sun can't burn in space because there's no oxygen.
Because it's,
and doubled down.
The element by which the sun does its thing.
That exerts its energy. And I don't care if it's nuclear or what, or nuclear, as he says. He sent me an email, like not a couple of weeks ago, and he spelt my name wrong 3 different times.
He spells his own name wrong.
I know. Oh. Like, I don't know why anyone would hire him to make a movie, because literally everything he's ever made has got spelling mistakes. And now I get spelling wrong. I struggle with spelling. I'm dyslexic, you know, but I generally get people to kind of check and stuff.
You don't pimp yourself as a movie professional.
No.
That's the difference there, right? You know what? We've got some nominations from the chat. I think might be good. Something's wrong with that laser.
Oh God! But lasers don't bend like that.
You.
I'm showing you it. I'm literally showing you it. Something's wrong with that laser.
Thank you, Ian Dust. Cernian said, "Dumbest." I'm a flat earther. That's the dumbest.
It is pretty sure. It is pretty dumb. Golden Knight says, what about sea level? Yeah, Nathan Thompson saying that the reason it's called sea level is because we can see really far. That's why it's called the sea.
Oh my gosh. A Sleeping Warrior, density is a force.
That's always a good one. And he's doubled down on that so many times. Spurs Keysmo saying that there's no pulling force, it's just squeezing. And also Spurs Chemo when he told me that there was a murder on the shuttle docking with the ISS.
Like, is he serious? Is he? Because people, I'm always asking, is this person actually real?
I know.
And because I don't intentionally debate people that are faking, right? So I'm always asking. So when Spurs, like, can you be serious? All right, the moon is a dog chew toy.
Yeah, that was a very good one. Also, the moon, being dug out of the Grand Canyon by giants, melted into quartz, filled with helium, and put in the sky to mock us for worshipping the sun. What about JM Truth saying that light and sound are the same thing?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I can't hear you. That's too bright. Spurs Keysmo saying that the pressure at the top of Everest is due to it being cold.
And why is Alaska not? Oh, forget it. So
Sleeping Warrior told me in our first debate that Alaska isn't part of the United States of America because it's not connected.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the measure. That's how you delineate.
So, I don't know what he thinks about Hawaii. Flat Earth Jesus saying tennis is CGI.
I suppose Northern Ireland isn't then either, right? That's not part of the UK. And the Isle of Man, I guess that's not, or the Channel Islands. They're all. He lives in that country and he can't figure that out. Riley.
JM Truth debunking Red's rocket landing video by saying that you cannot pan a camera 11 miles.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
I always love that Oakley not converting kilometers into meters properly.
That's a good one.
Meters into kilometers. But the problem is, right, some people don't get that, right? Because they think, well, he's right. You can't divide a meter by 1,000 and get kilometers. But that's the point. You're not trying. You're trying to find out how many kilometers there are in a specific amount of meters. And he doesn't understand the question.
Yeah. Michael Watch says, who is it that had I had on the show that from Hawaii that didn't believe in volcanoes? That's Joey Rocha.
Joey Rocha, yeah. Me and Simon Dan and the agent did a nice video on that. Antarctica looks like a chocobo. Who the fuck said that?
Chocobo. What's a chocobo?
Chocobo from Final Fantasy. The big things that you ride around.
Oh.
Yeah.
I only played the early ones and I got bored of that. So
yeah, I'm not a massive turn-based fan. So Robert Ad says, what about Sleeping Warrior saying that there's an eclipse every month, but you just don't see them because they're out at sea?
It's over water.
Whilst also saying that the Earth is flat. Oh, Sleeping Warrior. There's so many for Sleeping Warrior. Sleeping Warrior saying that the Earth is round at night but flat during the day. Sleeping Warrior saying that the harvest moon is 10 times bigger than the normal moon.
Oh, jeez. Mr. Deaf Dish says the Google is peer-reviewed.
Google is peer-reviewed. That was fucking Trey that said that. Yes.
Who said that?
Trey that's coming on said that Google is
Trey,
peer reviewed.
oh.
He said it has to be, otherwise it can't be on Google.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh,
This isn't weight,
cold
it's
moonlight.
space weight
They
from
go-
that guy. Sorry, what was
they
that?
go on and on. They go on and on about the second law of thermodynamics that none of them actually know. All right. They think they give their quote. I just can't even say it. They give their quote. They think that is the second law of thermodynamics.
Yeah.
But they completely ignore the first law of thermodynamics, which is you can't create energy or matter. You can only transform it. If moonlight was cooling, it would violate the first law of thermodynamics. They don't even know that.
It would also violate the second law of thermodynamics because it would be entropy in reverse on a grander scale. So it violates both the first and second laws.
Sure. My goodness.
The funny thing is, right?
It is endless
endless
entertainment, isn't it?
Yeah. Like with Rachey last night, right? Get her to actually try and quote something properly, and she can't do it. You know, Rachey, what is the Newton's first law? If it's not acted on by a force, well, no, that's not what it is. It has if it's acted on by an unbalanced force, because if you act on it with a balanced force, nothing's going to happen. That's what she doesn't understand that. Having the correct words actually makes a big difference. So getting a flat earther to actually cite anything that they're talking about is always fucking hilarious.
I mess with them when they talk about the Van Allen belts, and I change it to the Van Halen belts, and half of them miss it.
Yeah.
They repeat back to me Van Halen belts.
Hip Hop Hippie or Bumpier 420 saying that the reason that there's a pressure gradient is because of the container. Gosh. Yeah, but what's the cause of the gradient? There's a container. And that was it.
Davey
Just
Duarte,
over.
he said that because the container at the top of the container is like angled in, that because of the shape at the top, it's lower pressure because of the ideal gas law.
Yeah. I really want to get Davey on again, but he seems to be ignoring me at the moment for some reason. I'm not sure why.
He emailed me a while ago asking if I would come on his new debate platform that's just done through his own website somehow. But
he asked me the same thing and then never responded when I said, yes, sure.
Yeah.
We've got Cameron Walker for $5 says, do a shot, 3 shots, 1 for each year. I don't like drinking on stream. that bad things happen when you do that. Magellan for 5 Sega Genesis dollars. Chlorinated water makes frogs homosexual. Toon was there for that one.
That's
sorry, I think I missed that. Who said that?
I can't remember.
Alan Buprere for $5 says, FTFE, congratulations on 3 years of debate. You bring smiles and critical thinking to us all. Keep up the good work. I do try, but I guarantee it's not all of you because I don't make flat earthers smile. That's for sure. In fact, I'm pretty sure that if any flat earther hears the name FTFE or MCToon, they get shakes and like involuntary like spasms.
The big guys they wet their diapers.
Yeah, the big guys wet their diapers. The general reaction
Nodell.
that we elicit in Flerfs is that they're fucking terrified of us and they hate us. They really, really hate us. Like,
I mean, Dearth
wow. Despises me.
He's so scared. Poor guy.
And Tony Naum, I've never known anyone hate someone so much as how much he hates you. What did you do to that guy?
I don't know.
He fucking despises you.
Oh, he really. It's backwards. Usually, they usually hate you, and
I know.
Like I'm
the
nice
he's like, yeah,
one.
you're a good guy. I don't mind having another conversation with you. And I didn't think I was particularly nice to him, but I'm gonna bring Draco on for a little chat before the Flerf gets here.
For this, a little bit of Toon shine for the 3 shots. I guess I'll just do them right in a row here.
I'll have some Fanta.
Oh yeah, love the Toon shine.
Toon, imagine going back in time to yourself 15 years ago and telling yourself that you're going to be on the internet making videos about idiots. How would that
specifically flat earthers?
Yeah,
I would have said not a chance. Nobody is dumb enough to think the Earth is flat. But I tell you, every day, I'm like, is this real life? Are there people that are actually so dumb that they think the Earth is flat?
Well,
It's been 3 years, yeah.
But then we're both in a group chat with Victor, who says that he's a 5-star general because he was in the Scouts.
Hello.
Hey Draco, how you doing, dude?
Hey Draco.
Okay, you can hear me. All right.
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. How you doing, dude?
I'm doing good. Congrats on 3 years, guys.
Thank you very much. You're quite quiet.
You're gonna have to fix our video. We're half cut off.
Yeah, I'm just.
Over here. I'm off
I
screen.
can see that in there.
And I'm back on screen.
Yeah.
Am I still quiet? Or...
It's you are a little quiet. I'm not sure why.
I mean, this mic isn't very loud to begin with.
That's better. I can hear you now.
There you go.
Yeah, I've just shoved the mic to my mouth. Maybe I'll just have to do that.
Hey Draco, congratulations on reaching 18. You are no longer the target of Creepy
2 days.
Warrior.
Yeah,
2 days.
2 days. All right, so you have 2 more days for Creepy Warrior to target you.
Yeah,
Yep.
that
I'm
is
waiting
that
with
is a shame.
bated breath.
It is nice to know that you are too old for Creeping Warrior to be interested in you. Which why I'm surprised that Rachey is such a big fan of Sleeping Warrior because I mean she's far too old for him to care about.
Yeah, that is true. I really wanted to talk to Rachey yesterday. I wanted to ask her why she insisted on being such an arrogant little prick every time she opened her mouth. I want to ask her that to her face, but I never got the chance.
I'm pretty sure I did ask her. I was concerned going into that debate that people were going to accuse me of being nice to the pretty girl.
That nobody's gonna accuse you of that.
Not anymore.
I definitely wasn't nice to her. I mean, yeah, all right, she's pretty from what I've seen, but it's nothing to do with the fact that she's a fucking idiot. You can be as good looking as you like, or you can be the Morgile. It doesn't matter. You're still a fucking idiot.
Oh my gosh, the
I
Morgile.
mean, that's what happens when, you're broke. And
Yeah,
you beg for money online, and then you go to jail, or is that someone else?
he smoked all his money.
Yeah, I mean, let's think about like the flat earthers and being successful in life in general. You got Mitchell from Australia, who's literally begging every day that he streams because he doesn't have a job. I guess because he's unhireable.
Fired, right?
Yeah, I don't really know what happened, but you got Nathan Thompson, who literally lives in a tent next to a weed farm. Yeah, you got the Morgile, who's done more begging streams than I don't know, some kind of super church. Flat Earthers don't seem to have their lives together. I mean, you've got fucking Ryan Casey, who did his first debate from a storage unit.
You've got the guy who's the first one that gets a phone call, Mark Sargent, literally lives with his mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. They made a documentary about how he lived with his mom.
In that documentary, you can tell looking at his mom, she's like,
get the fuck out of the house.
Flat. I can't believe my son is a flat earther.
Oh, I could see in her eyes that she's like, I'm kicking him out with the cameras.
Do you want to know my favorite bit of that documentary? My absolute favorite bit of that documentary is when what's her name? The girl.
Trisha.
Mark Sargent's crush takes off Mark Sargent's hat and puts it on, right? And then she gives it back to him, and he looks at the hat like, I'm never gonna wash this again. My
favorite part of that one is it's not working, it's not starting. Look, I'm pressing start. And then the camera just zooms in on the green button that's right there.
That was brilliant camera work.
They agreed to be in that, and then thanks to them being in that,
if the Earth is spinning at one rotation every 24 hours, that means that every hour it has to turn 15 degrees. And if the gyroscope is mounted anywhere on Earth, it's going to drift. In today's 21st century navigation systems, they're using what's called a ring laser gyroscope. It is extremely precise. If we could simply get one of these ring laser gyroscopes, we would be able to prove once and for all that there is no rotation to the Earth. one of the people in the community actually purchased one for $20,000. But what we
So what
found
we
is
actually found
when
was
we
when we
turned on
turned
that
it on,
gyroscope, we found that we were
it
picking up a drift.
A 15 degrees per hour drift.
You're seeing through
I
this
can
hole,
probably recite that
through the next hole,
I've heard it so many times.
and seeing the light at the backboard, or at 17 feet off the water. The Earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the Earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet high. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're going to hold the light there.
Enrique feels about this.
Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
I mean,
You just know it's coming.
I mean,
we don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting.
Interesting.
I love it.
Cut to credits.
He said it himself. I mean, he set up the actual scientific experiment.
Here's the two hypotheses. You got my hypotheses and my null hypotheses. And here's the predictions. And here's the experiment to test those predictions. Here's the results. Oh, we're going to ignore that.
But the funniest thing to me, the number, like, and this often goes unnoticed. He said if he's holding it right here at his chest, 17 feet, and he raises it up and it's 23 feet, does Enrique have 6-foot-long arms?
What the fuck? Oh yeah! How long have you do times?
I think it was, was it on a stick or a pole or something? I don't know how he did it, but yeah.
I mean, it must have been, but in the animation, he was just raising it above his head, and 23 feet.
And they complained about it. They're like, well, they went back later and they like, did Jaron ever release the video showing the other results? No, he did not. You know why?
Of course
because
not.
he could not get the one result he demanded.
You're not gonna get that result. That's not a result that will happen ever. The lack of evidence is astounding. Well, not surprising, but like it's incredible how little evidence there is, despite how much effort they've put in to try and find it.
Someone pointed out in the chat that Patricia Steer chose Antonio Subirats over Mark Sargent.
Oh.
Could you imagine that slap in the face?
Gross.
Oh, really?
So,
Oh.
yeah, and that did not go well for her.
No, because he's a fucking horrific
imagine
human
it
being.
I'm
But
on
do
her
you-
side. I'm on her side for what he did to her. That's
Yeah. Do you
disgusting.
guys remember one of the biggest trolls ever on Flat Earthers when they managed to convince Antonio Subirats to record a music video?
I didn't hear about that. What happened?
What?
You've not seen
That
the
can't-
Antonio
oh.
Subirats music video? I'm sure you
No,
have.
I don't know. That's gotta be.
Maybe I have, and I
No.
just don't remember who Antonio
Yeah,
Subirats is.
Every copy of that ever must have been deleted. Please.
Well,
Please.
as Draco's not aware, I think we need to give him a wee treat. Here is Antonio Subirats, Daytime, Nighttime.
So, let's see what you think of this. 4 or 5 or maybe 6 men,
Yes. Okay.
they jump on me like I was made out of chocolate cake.
Oh my
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yes!
Daytime, nighttime, daytime,
Yes.
nighttime. Daytime, nighttime. Daytime, nighttime. Ooh, no. Daytime, nighttime. Sexy, sexy. Daytime, nighttime. Sexy, sexy. Daytime, nighttime. Sexy, sexy. Daytime, nighttime. Sexy, sexy. Stranger. I am good for dissecting asshole, especially at nighttime.
Craig, you used part of this in one of your videos once.
Can't charge for it, but it makes my life fun.
Oh, Benji says he's not seen this before. I do apologise.
I like
No, I don't. I'm not sorry.
asshole, especially at nighttime.
Allison, for $2 Australian, how much money do you want to delete that file?
It's on YouTube.
Antonio is coming out. Daytime, nighttime. Sexy, sexy. Daytime, nighttime. Sexy, sexy. Daytime,
Toon, I can
nighttime.
see the light draining out of your eyes.
Daytime, nighttime. Sexy, sexy. Stranger. There's people everywhere that are just so Jeranism. Show something.
Stop!
Pop.
I'm broken.
I'm going to put it in the asshole. Martin, Nicky. Leave my asshole. In the center. Nathan Oakley. I'm gonna feel something you don't know. Daytime, nighttime. Daytime, nighttime. Daytime, nighttime. Stranger, daytime.
Turning.
Nighttime.
The chat's going wild. You can tell they're
Turning.
Daytime. Weirdos. Nighttime.
Turning.
Weirdos.
Oh my god.
Weirdos.
Turning.
Weirdos. Sexy stranger. Weirdos.
Turning.
Daytime. Nighttime.
So I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh.
God.
Please, can we have Skynet come active right now and go,
let's
find
face it,
every
right?
copy of that and delete it?
Let's face it, Ultron kind of had the right idea. Tony Stark showed him the internet and he went, nah, fuck that shit.
Yeah, five minutes on the internet and he decided humanity needed to be deleted. I mean, he was spot on the money for that
You
one.
can understand why.
Oh.
That was terrible. That was just
Phil Blacker says it needs a remix. No, it doesn't.
needs an unmix.
Oh
Somehow.
my god.
Okay. This people, this is not strong enough
No.
for what that was.
Alright, let's see if
Oh,
Trey's
I
ready.
did. There is a. Have you seen Multi Tom Tom's rap?
Which one? I
video.
know he
God,
did one about
no,
me
no,
that was pretty
no.
bad.
No, please, no.
No, there's a
Don't do it.
music video to it.
Oh,
Which
no.
one?
I did it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, well, maybe it'll be slightly better. Although I don't even know if your talents can make him, worthy.
Oh no, I could not. Yeah. I'll send it to you, Craig. You can.
I mean, however, you do have that great Nathan Oakley song. I mean, that one, #1 platinum right there.
Yep.
Balls. Have you right? My computer did not like rotoscoping and rendering right Oakley. It completely it crashed 3 times doing that. What the fuck? I had to literally take apart my computer.
Advancements in it's the advancement in artificial intelligence. I mean, it has recognized.
So people know. They need to know. The Oakley with the flames behind them, that was done by FTFE. The rest of the stuff, right? So it was a collab there, right?
So
That's what
I
he's talking
literally
about.
had to take my computer apart and put it through the dishwasher and then set it on fire and just buy a new computer.
Cygnus
Okay.
Step used his
I think
member
you
chat to
just
say,
sent me
I
the
might have been
wrong
doing
link
this
there,
too long. I know
Toon.
all of these jokes and memes. Yeah, we do kind of reuse them. That's just because they're so funny.
You sent me a YouTube Studio link there.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
Oh, come on.
Is that what I
dude.
sent you?
Yes.
This is why we don't let old men use the internet.
Tim Tully, who's been a member for 3 months, says
13.
low temperature
I'm
causes
13.
the pressure gradient. So why doesn't the pressure go up in Denver on a 90-degree day? Because Spurs is a fucking idiot. Alison for $5 says, got to thank Flatties for something though. I got my pilot's license because a Flatty told me about Wolfie's channel. Yeah, Flat Earth has encouraged people to actually go and learn real physics, so there is that. Another 5 from Alison says, in the end, you guys are the dream team. MCToon for sheer style and FTFE for the endless supply of gasoline. Hours of entertainment. I'm glad that you like me shouting at people. Robert Gassman's been a member for 21 months. Says, happy YouTube anniversary, FTFE and MCToon. Thank you very much. Alison for $2. How much money do you want to delete that file, please? You'd have to delete all of YouTube, unfortunately. It's always there. Vishanti, my #1, has been a member for, forever. Here's to another 3. And the rest. I'm not leaving YouTube. Cygnus Step has been a member for 20 months. Says, I might have been doing this for too long. I know all these jokes and memes. You mean Flat Earthers? They are the jokes, yeah. And P. Barnes has been a member for 22 months. Fucking hell, thank you. Congrats on 3 years, FTFE. Your party, your music. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not allowed to choose the music anymore, I've been told. Right, let me download this video from Toon, and we'll play another Flat Earther music song.
People asking what was some of the dumb things that I think Santos really gave us a lot of stuff.
I'm masturbating.
He was so on.
I'm a fucking dickhead.
Every single
retarded
line
idiot.
quote
I'm
that Santos has
masturbating.
ever said is a meme.
I went to the toilet when I was a young boy.
I mean, I think I'm stupid.
I'm a country boy, and I used to fuck the cows and the pigs. I used to fuck the pigs, and the cows would come, and I would pat them and look into their eyes.
And his friend as well.
You call me elf again, you're gonna see what's gonna happen to you.
Okay, elf.
Call me elf one more time. Okay.
And then the very next thing that you said was, okay, elf.
And he did nothing.
And he did nothing. He didn't even mention it.
No. No, he started going, oh, right, that's it. You see. And I'm like, okay, what are you going to do there, princess?
But see.
So this is a video that you produced, is it, Toon?
Oh, yes, you're going to love it.
Earth is flat.
Oh, God, no.
Earth is flat. You know the earth is flat.
Oh, my God,
Ain't
he's
got
dancing.
time for a meeting of the Flat Earth Society. But you believe in the lies of the Freemasonic Society. So the earth is a globe and it's spinning. Like Michael Jordan slam dunking.
I mean, does he actually think this is good?
Be an ass.
I don't know.
Think for yourself.
He's currently looking for a label
Earth is
to
flat.
record for.
Earth is flat. No, the earth is flat. Earth is flat. Earth is flat. You know the earth is flat. You say I got COVID? Man, don't be so morbid. NASA, why are you lying? Taking space and conniving? To infinity and beyond.
I mean, he had to listen to this back and edit it.
Fool. Earth is flat.
It doesn't sound like he edited it.
No,
I did not edit the audio.
This is his audio completely.
Earth is flat.
I did nothing with the audio.
Earth is flat.
Golden Knight says this is just proof
The
that
cat is out
MCToon
of the
isn't the worst
bag, so I
rapper.
will just call you a fag. You don't live on a model, just ask Bob Noodle.
A 15-degree-per-hour drift.
It's always
I added that.
Don't give me all that drivel.
Oh, okay.
I think this moment on stage is the most cringe thing that there's ever been. It reminds me of when you were at school doing your your school talent shows and stuff.
Earth is flat.
Like,
Oh, no. From my elementary school talent shows, I can vividly remember much higher levels of talent than this.
I
There
apologize
was
to all
some
middle
genuinely
school
impressive
children.
people back then.
Presidents and prime ministers play their part. Ain't never gonna give in to the new world order. They can just kiss my ass and I curl over.
This video is actually
Preaching
from
and
the
preaching.
Flat Earth Society, like
Just
opening
keep listening
ceremonies.
to the lies
Yeah,
of
I
the
know.
devil.
It's fucking incredible.
Earth is flat. Earth is flat. No, the earth is flat. Earth is flat.
I can't figure out
Earth is
Multi-Ton Tom. He's got to be a troll, right?
Oh.
The earth is flat.
I mean, to make something like this,
Earth is flat. Earth is
I'd be
flat.
surprised if he wasn't. Honestly, like,
Earth is flat.
I don't know a whole lot about him. I don't follow Multi-Tom much, but from what I do know, like, it just feels like too strange to be real. Like, it feels like an acid trip just looking at anything that he's put out. Like, and I haven't even ever been on acid, so I wouldn't even know what that looks like, but it still feels like one.
Oh my dear, I'm in trouble. Crashes says for $5. FTFE, thanks for making me look very special as I pulled in to get fuel in a big truck blasting daytime nighttime. Thanks, bud. Pineapple pizza for life.
Get out. No pineapple was on pizza. Pineapple does not belong on pizza. Crashes,
I
bye-bye.
love pineapple on pizza.
No, bye-bye.
I
Kick
thought
him
you and
out.
I were friends. Like,
Oh man, that's good stuff.
So, debated Rachey last night, and that was 3 hours of my life that I'm never gonna get back. But apparently, she had a much larger list of things she actually wanted to talk to me about.
Oh yes, and I've been sent that list.
Yeah,
And
do
I've
you wanna,
read that
do you want to hear
list.
the list of things that she thinks she could school me on, Toon?
Oh yes.
It's fun.
Neil deGrasse Tyson saying there's no curve. Felix Bowyer Jump and Richard Branson. How clouds can be lit from underneath, which is kind of only possible on a globe, but anyway.
Yep.
Pilot saying it's flat. Yes, they're all laughing at you. Mass astronaut contradictions. Why do they think not understanding things is the same as a contradiction?
And they're publicly not understanding things. Like,
Yeah.
you should be embarrassed.
Do you think that in years to come, they'll look back at some of these videos and go, holy fuck?
Some will, yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm fully expecting that, you know, in at some point in the future, we will be contacted by people saying, please take them down.
I've had a few.
I mean, I had Tony and Ayum ask me to take the video down. I said, absolutely. $10,000. And I'll take it. He got mad and blocked. I think I said, yeah, I gave him a discount on if I took both down.
10,000 and a restraining order, and then I'll take him down.
Lord Stephen Christ Mercury contacted me, and he was like, look, I'm so genuinely embarrassed. I was totally wrong about everything. You know, I want to change my life. Can you help me please move that video? And I was like, yeah, I will. You know, if we've changed your mind, and help getting rid of that will help, then I will. But the other people were like, I didn't give you my permission to put me online. Take it down. What? You didn't give me permission when I said, do you want to come on my YouTube channel and have a debate? And you said yes.
Of course.
I mean, there's something like that.
If anybody comes and says, hey, I was wrong, can you please take it down? Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
then you have people like Ranty who decide to leave it up for everyone to see, and then he can be like, yeah, this isn't actually how I'm like anymore.
He was always the best globe prover. So anyway, other things that Rachey could have schooled me on was laser tests, AI balloons in the stratosphere, apparently, laws of perspective and flat earth truth, gas laws, which I bet she couldn't cite a single one of. Just the word radius.
No way.
Apparently she could debunk me on the word radius. About orbit and acceleration. When she didn't understand that acceleration causes a force. When me and Blue Marble literally went through the maths with her, and she still was like, no.
You broke out the whiteboard markers, and she still couldn't do it.
I heard that she actually did some math on her channel. Is that true?
No, meth. She did meth on her channel.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
we're talking like, 1 gram of meth plus 1 gram of meth equals 2 grams of meth. We're not talking about
equals a big line.
And if you have 5 grams and 0 friends, how much does each friend get?
Also, she could have schooled me on gas pressure and measured flatness. Toon, how many times have you asked a flat earther to show you a measurement of flatness?
All the time.
And how many times has a flat earther shown you a measurement of flatness?
Never. They don't. Only every rarely do they even try. They don't understand. They're like, how would I measure flatness?
Well,
then you're not even qualified to have the conversation if you can't understand how you might do that.
Some of them try, but the problem they have is they think that an observation is a measurement. They think an observation of, I can see too far. They think that's a measurement.
Yeah.
And then the next question is, okay, well then what was the number? 0. What do you mean 0? Well, 0.
But 0 is not a number according to Rachey.
The measure, the flatness was 0. Like,
no, we're not talking about numbers. We're talking about if it is there or if it isn't there.
So she could also score me on circle of equal altitude, which I bet she couldn't even describe. She could score me on just planes in general, apparently. Aries failure, which disproved the ether. Obler's paradox, Mugson Morley and Sagnac, which all disproved the ether and wrote and a still Earth. Cannons.
They've never read it.
Apparently,
They've never read it.
She could score me on just cannons.
Cannons.
Yeah, just the word cannons. Apparently.
Okay.
Flying and Coriolis / tangential velocity.
Jeez.
I don't think she could spell tangential velocity. Lieutenant Charles Wilkes.
Lieutenant what?
Charles Wilkes, one of
Lieutenant Charles Wilkes.
Yeah, it's a nonsense conspiracy. Philadelphia skyline, etc. So yeah, fraction. evidence for orbiting sun.
Oh, so she's a geocentrist now.
Magnetic field and flat Earth. 8-mile
They
borehole.
always get that wrong.
Moon videos.
What does the 8-mile borehole have to do with anything?
It's the fact that how can we know what's at the center of Earth when we've only dug down 8 miles?
Yeah, it's kindergarten thinking about how you figure things out.
Yeah.
Right? If you didn't go there, then you couldn't know anything about it, is the idea. Which is totally wrong. It's
Even then, that brings up the question of how do you define how thick the Earth is?
They don't.
If it's well, yeah, I know they don't, but it just
they're like, we don't need to
yet
know.
more questions.
They're not making a claim, apparently.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Every little query that they have, every problem they have with the globe, whenever we refute that, it not only refutes them, but also brings up more questions about their own argument, which just, makes it even harder for them to prove anything, which they can't because it's not real.
Right, so Trey said he would be here in an hour and 10 minutes ago.
He said he's going to be 30 minutes late.
Why can't flat earthers do time?
He's 12 minutes late from his 30 minutes lateness.
Yeah.
Should I be surprised? No.
Now we don't want to run into, because I've got an epic debate.
Yeah.
On my
what time
channel.
is that starting?
That's an hour and 15 minutes from now. That is Mallory, everybody's favorite Mallory, versus Flower of the Land. Now Flower is a new person. She was somebody
a new person,
we met.
what, like a baby that was just born, or?
No. She would, but indeed, the baby could debunk Mallory or any flat earther. No, Flower. So I did a stream where I said, everybody go find somebody doing a live stream right now that has not very many viewers. We'll all just go in, like flood the stream, and then we'll say, hey, let's interview you. So I interviewed this guy, Dean, and he had a friend, Flower, that came on. And he had to go, but Flower, she was funny. She stayed on for a while. Mallory was there. People were like, you got to debate. So that's tonight.
Fashanti says that Mallory is the pet Flerf over at Bunker 33.
The pet Flerf?
Yeah. Which is interesting
nice.
because Flat Earth in general is the pet rock of the internet.
It's really hard to describe Mallory. It feels like she's one of those like little toys that you get as a kid that like you poke it and
like a Happy Meal toy.
Yeah,
No,
but it's one of the ones with the speaker
Mallory.
inside, and you mess around with it, and then it spouts out some random line from some movie you've never watched, and that's what Mallory feels like. Every time you ask her just a random question, just mountains of nonsense come out of that mouth. It's incredible. It's honestly impressive.
My description of Mallory is she's very similar to a migraine.
The end.
Yeah, just
full stop.
That's it. Just that's Mallory. How would you describe Mallory? Well, have you ever had like really bad headaches? just that.
How would you describe Mallory? Have you ever had like a leg cramp?
So and Mallory is love or hate because you look at the chat right now, people are like, I love Mallory, other people, I can't stand Mallory. It's this like some people can't get enough and some.
I mean, she's got to be a troll.
Sometimes I wonder about Mallory.
To be a troll.
Like, it feels like she is, because there's this thing that I've noticed recently. She messaged me on Discord once, which means that she shows up in my message list. Her profile photo and name get concerningly more cursed.
Oh yeah.
With every passing week, like it'll go upside down. Right now, it's like, crossed out and like more psychedelic, and it's like you have to be trolling at that point. Like, there's no way.
So Mallory and Jon Snow were on at the same time a couple months ago, and Jon Snow thinks that dinosaurs are fake, right? But he's not a flat earther. And Mallory heard that, and she's like, "You think dinosaurs are fake? That's dumb." Well, then the next time they were both on, Mallory's like, "Oh yeah, I checked it out. Dinosaurs are totally fake."
Oh God.
Mallory. It's not like a competition to go collect as many dumb ideas as possible.
A Flat Earth seems to think it is.
Oh my
God. Someone said Mallory is the female Tony Clifton.
Let me try calling Trey.
Nothing from Trey. He gave us a
Mallory's
thumbs
a
up.
teacher. She's a teacher?
I don't know.
So she says.
I don't know.
She better not be.
It says Trey's in another call.
What?
Which is very rude.
He should have known. All right. You did that quiz thing with a bunch of Flerfs. You should repeat that. Oh yeah, the Among Us. There's an imposter among us. I still need to send Mallory her prize because I couldn't get the one prize made. They refused to do it. Operantino says we should call Rob Skiba.
Oofed.
It gives me an interesting, not the Rob Skiba thing. I just had an interesting that you mentioned Among Us, even though that's kind of cringe. Is what you should do is you should have one known Poe, and 3 Flerfs talk and have them try and figure out which one is the Poe. I bet they would never be able to do it.
That was the idea. Of course, all of them were, as far as I know, legit.
The thing is, Poes say such stupid things, but they say the same stupid things that Flat Earthers say. And, it's genuinely hard to think of things as stupid as Flat Earthers think. And the genuine Flat Earthers that actually think they're smarter than us is insane. Haha, you've got a degree in physics, you dumbass. You went to university. What? That's
all right. So Michael Watch says I didn't finish who Flower was. I don't know if there's much more. She showed up on that stream. She was fun to talk to, and Mallory and Flower butted heads a little bit because Flower's like, "You think the Earth is flat for real?" And so that's what's happening here in an hour and 12 minutes.
Blackburn Big Dragon says, my wife absolutely wants to strangle Mallory when she hears her. There's something about Mallory that just triggers her. I understand. I understand what you're talking about.
Yep. I can totally understand that much. Because it is, and I've spoken to her. I had a debate with her, and she's at the same time not that bad to talk to, but also really, really infuriating to talk to. So it's either like Toon said, it's either you love her or you hate her.
We've got Eka Woodburn for $5 says, I love both FTFE, makes me laugh, and Toon teaches me a lot. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much. Your support means the world. Robert Gassman for $10. This is just to burn that video of those flat earthers. of the flat earthers dancing. I mean, that is the most cringe thing ever. I mean, look at them go. Look at them go.
They can just kiss my ass and I fell over. I'm gonna keep teaching.
Look at them.
Just keep listening to the lies of the devil.
I'd rather watch Double Dream Hands on repeat.
This flat. No.
Andreas Elditch for 26 says BM Furballs heard of Dell's YouTube video. Yeah, that's always the good one.
We didn't actually finish that list. There's a couple more things on there.
Yeah, I get that. Robeeb for $5 says you can tell a Poe apart from Flerf because of subtle cleverness. Like when Mallory said PhD stands for probably heavy in debt. She's too clever. Fair enough. Right, yeah, so the other things on there were moon videos. I mean, just videos of the moon that that Rachey could school me in, apparently. NASA and the moon. So I don't know what's the difference between moon videos and NASA and the moon, but, the Royal Astronomical Society, or that's not how she spelt it. And then in 2003, 3 geographers proved the flat Earth, etc.
I can actually confirm that last one because I was approximately 3 days old when that happened, and I knew all about it. I was actually there on site.
You're so young.
They measured my brain waves and found that they were flat, which is what she's talking about here. That's the flatness. So it's actually a misconception that was about the Earth. It was just me. So glad I could clear that one up.
So any of those things you think she could actually school me in, Toon?
I think maybe she could school you in hairbrushing.
Possibly. That wasn't on the list, though. Although it probably proves the flat Earth
Should
somehow.
be. Yeah. So throw out that list and start a new list. Hairbrushing.
Well, considering that her knowledge on all of these things is probably something completely different from what is her knowledge on all of these topics is probably something completely different from like what these topics actually represent. Like Olber's paradox, I bet my entire life that she has no clue what Olber's paradox is and will probably mention something completely different, which means she could teach you all about her dumb idea on what Olber's paradox is. So depending on, you know, what you mean by schooling, I mean, maybe she could.
Well, yeah, she could certainly teach me some new stupid stuff.
But she wouldn't be able to beat, you know, my 11-year-old sister on any of these things in a debate.
Holdorf333 for $2 says, demand that they predict anything and show work. You can't ask flat earthers to do things because they run away and get scared.
That's people say every once in a while, they're like, you should have standards for flat earthers to come on and debate. Like, if I did, none of them would be on because none could qualify.
I quite often get like messages saying, why can't you just find a smart flat earther to debate? Because that's a contradiction in terms.
Yeah, if they're smart, they're not a flat earther.
Those things don't exist. Rachel O'Daniel says, happy YouTube anniversary, guys. Thank you very much. Oh, 3 years.
It's funny, I actually went to my school's library, and I found like an old dictionary from like 1950. I looked up, and I scrolled through, you know, page after page of the definition of up, and then I finally found dumb, and it said dumb, adjective, a flat earther. So I thought that was very interesting, actually. You know, it even says in the dictionary, and you know, you can't disagree with books because everything you read is 100% true. So
flat earthers love to find a dictionary and quote its definitions on stuff. I always ask them, if you like that definition from that dictionary, look up Earth. What does it say for Earth?
Earth's a globe.
Well,
mainly.
I think in the dictionary it would say that Earth is a planet. I don't know if it mentions a globe, but I think under the one of the definitions of either globe or sphere, it'll say the shape of the Earth or something like that.
So, Toon, what's the plans for the breakdancing competition this year? Did we get back on track after COVID, or is it still postponed?
No, we're good. It's in April, I think.
April, right? So not the normal February dance-offs.
Well, yeah, and so a year and a half ago, Simon Dan and Neil deGrasse Tyson. So the year before, NDT won, and then it was head-to-head, right? Again, and Simon Dan won because Neil broke his hip.
Yeah.
So this year, Dan, of course, it's hard because he's got those cybergenetic legs.
Cybergenetics, yeah, I remember those special cybergenetics that NASA put in.
The Lego ones. Yeah.
His breakdancing skills are just unparalleled. So I don't know how Simon Dad could ever lose the breakdancing competition again. And I got knocked out in the quarterfinals.
I was told I'm not allowed to enter because it would be unfair to everybody else.
Well, yeah, but I mean, Craig, you've got the NASA technology. I mean, all you got to do is boop, and then
my hologram will do it.
Just break out.
It's fine.
Yeah, you know, PAL will probably, you know, somehow morph itself into your image and then start dancing, and no one can tell the difference. So because holograms are, you know, obviously, you know, that perfect, you know, completely indistinguishable from reality, and it's just not fair. I'm sorry.
I'm calling Trey again. To see if he will join us. He's now 90 minutes late for the stream he demanded. Just ringing. Nothing.
Oh, did he ask for this, or did
he
you?
He demanded this. He demanded that he would debate both me and Toon.
Where the fuck is he?
Nope, no answer.
Here,
oh man.
Here, I'll play it here.
It's not coming through.
It's not?
No.
Nope.
All right, hold on. I'll get it. Gotta route my audio.
Chrismer and Derp Squirrel says we at NASA Bunker 33 can neither confirm nor deny FTFE's breakdancing ability thanks to the cybernetic components we've installed. I would like to ask NASA once again to please stop coming into my bedroom at night and installing new components. It's getting a little bit annoying. Especially when there's a note. I'll wake up and there's a note at the side of the bed and there'll be a bolt on it and it goes, "This was spare, don't know what it was for."
And you're like, I don't need those lady bits. All right, hold on. Here's Trey.
I mean, I actually just
Thinking
received
about
a
doing
call.
another debate. I'm going to debate both of you guys. We're going to set this up. Let's do this. Yeah, for real, let's do this.
Oh, he's typing.
Let's do this.
That infamous line, person is typing.
He says he just got home, so he was half hour
Wow.
late getting home.
Oh, traffic must have been awful.
Yeah. One sec. So he might be joining right now.
He pre-rage quit.
Here we go. Will he
I
join?
wonder if we should call a no-show like a rage dodge instead of a rage quit. Add a new counter.
He's
See
like,
how high
we
that
start
gets
at
before
8,
the
right?
end of
No. If you'd actually responded to any of the messages, you would have known that we started an hour ago, Trey.
Wait, did he say starting at 8?
Yeah.
He must be
What time zone?
Eastern time, I suppose. Where does he live? He's got a hillbilly accent. I bet it's Alabama.
8 Eastern time would be.
I mean, he's probably using JM Truth
8 Eastern
calendar,
time would
so
be
you
now.
know.
Wouldn't it?
I love that Daniel Pratt's water heater was able to get out and jump into the live chat here.
Hey, Daniel
There he is.
Daniel Pratt's water heater, how you doing?
Haven't seen that guy for a while.
Yeah, I didn't miss anything.
Oh, that's right. A no-show is a bitch made. I forgot. I haven't used that term in a while.
He's apparently trying to join, but you know, flat earthers and clicking buttons.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, getting to the part where they have to click the button, I mean, that's the hardest step, actually, is for them to click that button.
Right, what amazes me is that I use Zoom now for my calls because it's just so much easier, right? And it's 2021, and everyone in the world has been using Zoom exclusively for the past fucking 18 months.
Yeah.
And somehow flat earthers still can't fucking click the link to join a Zoom call.
I think people use Zoom if they're employed.
Oh, I see.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah, or in education.
Yeah, school or work, which, you know, neither of them.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
all Flerfs are just neats.
I mean,
All right,
employed,
so-
educated, or in training.
I knew my Alabama comment would get somebody upset. So Aaron Reese for $5 says, MCToon, hillbillies don't come from Alabama. We are from Appalachia or the Ozarks. Okay, sorry.
Oh, get it right.
Yes.
Come on. You don't want the hillbillies on you.
And Alabama is Central Time. And okay.
Alabama Central Time.
And
you mean the ACT, that test that they can't get any score on?
I don't know if that would really make any difference what time zone he was actually in.
Pretty sure Alabama Central Time would just be
Come on, Trey.
Eastern.
Right.
Oh.
Bear with me, I'm just trying to get Trey to click a link.
Aaron Reese, you piss off one of us, you piss off the whole damn trailer park.
Okay, see, Alabama Central Time is just the time in Central Alabama. A city called Central.
Well, I imagine Trey's having issues because he's got to, turn on his PC, open Zoom, click a link, remember to breathe whilst he's doing all of this.
You debated him before. Did you use Zoom before?
Yes. And he did eventually successfully join.
I mean,
he
Craig,
claims to be an engineer.
Craig, to be fair,
yeah.
To be fair, it is really hard to, press that button on the front of your PC that turns it on. Like, that's an endeavor that you have to hype yourself up a little bit for it. So maybe he's just doing that.
Maybe he was trying to breathe at the same time. It's just multitasking.
Yeah.
Rodent No Last Name says Flerfers can't internet, Flerfettes can't anything. Rachey is, oh my god.
Credit where credit is due. Rachey at least managed to join the call.
Yeah, a little bit late, but at least she did. You're right. Trey not only claims to be an engineer, but he claims to be an audio engineer who does lots of music and mixing. Yet when he did eventually join the Zoom call last time, it took him 20 minutes to figure out how to connect his microphone.
Oh. And in chat, so we're in a chat, Craig and Trey and myself, and I asked him because he didn't know what the derivative of what do you ask him, 2x or x squared?
Just x squared or 2x.
Just x squared. And so I asked him, I gave him a different question. I said, what's the derivative of 3x squared? And it took him a long time because he was trying to figure out how to Google the question. And I said, you had to Google that. He said, so?
Well, even then, I mean, Googling, and I've done this before, Googling a derivative calculator literally takes you 5 seconds because I Google the words derivative calculator, the site called Symbolab shows up, and you can enter it, boom, there it is.
And remember, Google's peer-reviewed.
Hard. Yeah, and Google's, which means, obviously that calculator will work. Yeah. If that calculator can't solve it, which there are cases when it can't, obviously it's unsolvable. It's obviously an unsolvable problem. So,
like Riley's triangle calculator.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that actually might be one of the dumbest things I've heard.
Or when I was asking, the Egyptian god Ra, if a triangle has sides of 1, 1, and 1, how many sides does a triangle have? And he couldn't answer.
He didn't know.
And he said,
he's proud of his dumbness. That's the thing that's very shocking. That he's like, I used to care about that, but I try not to. Like he wants to be dumb.
He messaged me after our debate and he's like, "You're so slow," and I was like,
"Slow? You mean the way he was talking for the first hour of that debate?"
Yeah. How his evidence was showing one phone with another phone.
How he managed to find the money to get 2 phones is beyond me.
Oh, he found one. Thing is, there's like 4 times as many phones in the world as there are humans.
Considering some of the videos that I've seen, like on Instagram, of these Instagram influencers with like 50 phones or whatever, I mean, that doesn't surprise me at all.
So in the chat with Ra, I asked him if he thought he won the debate with you, Craig. He said he definitely won the debate.
Oh yeah, of course he thinks that.
He said he's in a group chat with 20 other Flerfs, which is probably 2, including Daryl, who I debated last week. Was that last week? It all blurs together. And they are learning my tactics so that they know how to debate me, and that there's going to be 20.
Wait, but your tactics are having facts at hand.
Having what?
Having facts at hand. That's your tactics.
Yeah, I mean, how terrible is that? So anyway, so he's like, I'm going to read on Dayton Miller. I'm like, step 1, you need to learn how to read.
Yeah.
He missed. It went over his head. Then I said that he totally missed that. Oh, poor guy. So he went to, for anybody wondering, he went to a Catholic private school in California, a nice college preparatory school. That's where he went. So he doesn't have any excuse of he was in a different country, because he said he's from Sudan, and he didn't have an excuse that maybe the school wasn't a good school. So Steve6464 said, who was it that said everything on Google is true and peer reviewed? That would be Trey Hutchinson,
who's currently trying to join a Zoom call and failing miserably.
Maybe you could Google it.
If it's not peer reviewed, it can't be on Google.
Yeah. Mission Apparition Para, who's been a member for 11 months, says congrats, 3 years, FTFE and Toon from Southmead. Southmead is the place where I hail from originally. Southmead is a lovely place, except if you park your car outside for a day, you won't have any wheels left when you go back to the car.
Oh, lovely.
There's a hospital in Southmead, one of the biggest hospitals in Bristol, called Southmead Hospital. And me and Simon Dan were both born in the same ward in that hospital, just a week apart.
Wow.
And yet somehow he has 250 or what 550,000 subscribers, and you have 50.
Yeah, he bought loads more. He paid for so many more than me. You know.
Oh, that I mean, clearly, you know, he's been using his NASA checks to like buy more. And
well, don't you remember Ranty did that video proving that Simon Dan was buying views?
That's right.
Yeah, that's why I started OSI.
Yeah. The
Office of Strategic Influence.
Which Jernism totally fell for.
Oh my gosh, he did.
I don't know what's happened to Trey. I think maybe he sat down at his computer and fell asleep or something. I'm not entirely sure.
He has to engineer himself into it somehow.
Yeah.
I think he's like trying to unsuccessfully build a new computer so he can, you know, get in. He's trying to engineer himself a new computer.
Yeah. Calling him again.
Is that coming through to you, the ringing?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I can just leave him on there. He doesn't need to join the Zoom call.
So, Ann O'Hara is asking, Craig, why does Dan look 10 years younger than you?
Because he goes running every day. I don't know. I don't look that old.
I'm just the messenger.
Why does Dan look?
I don't know if Craig wants to hear that from someone who looks like he's 89.
It's mainly because he can afford all the extra bucks for the Botox and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Do you think that Trey's going to actually join, or do you think he's given up?
I think he's got confused.
I don't think he's going to join. In fact, the reason that I volunteered to come onto this panel and talk is because I didn't think he was going to join.
Mika Watch says, whatever happened to the agent? I think he's coming back on Simon Dan's channel in the next couple of weeks on a new video. So he's always about, but, you know, NASA keeps him busy backwards and forwards from America to my bedroom to install new components. I mean, it was originally just this chip in my hand. Now I've got this fucking thing, like, fused to my arm most of the time with an artificial intelligence that doesn't seem to like me. Oh, $2 Trey has entered the room.
What? Where?
I just let him in.
$2 Trey.
$2 Trey.
Oh, that's funny.
It says he's joining.
Oh yeah, I mean, then they have to get the audio going. They got it.
There he is.
Wow.
How many
Trey,
minutes late?
Can you hear
70?
us?
Yeah.
No, you're still getting your audio. Hello, Trey. Can you hear us?
Hello.
No, we still can't hear you.
We cannot hear you.
Angel Gamer.
Okay, how's
I'll
this?
read this?
Yes,
Okay,
there we go.
now
We
we
can
got
hear
it.
you.
Nothing?
Thanks,
Yes,
Angel
Trey.
Gamer.
Hello, can you hear us?
Oh, you can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, let me
And now he's muting himself.
unmute myself.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
Well, we can hear you, so you're not muted.
He can't hear us. That's why. So he has to unmute himself so that he can hear us.
Because that's how it works. Angel Gamer, $5. Maybe MCToon should bust into that can of haggis while we're waiting. Congratulations on 3 years. Canned haggis. That's an affront to
Right here.
Scotland. That's an
Right
affront
there.
to Scotland.
Angel Gamer sent it to me to eat. Sometime I'm putting it off as long as possible.
Eat it on camera. We want a live reaction.
I will.
Right.
Not today.
Trey, can you hear
but
us?
I will.
We can't hear you
And
now.
now we can't hear
Oh my
you.
gosh.
Microphone and speakers are separate things. Philosopher King Gaming for $2. Trey is 6 to 9 minutes late for the memes. Budumch.
Trey, invest in one of these headsets with the microphone. That'll save you a lot of time.
Like crap.
Oh, wow, we can
Okay.
hear you. Can you
Get a
hear
new
us?
Yeah, okay, good.
You can hear us, yes?
Can you hear us now?
Yes, yes.
Well, Trey, thank you for eventually joining. You're very bad at communication. You realize that?
I've been busy, man. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
My bad.
typing a message takes 2 seconds, especially when you are the one that demands the debate.
I'm taking a break from social media. I mean, I'm working on something else currently. Me and a friend of mine, we're working on well, actually, he's built a website. I've not really done anything on it, but research. So, yeah.
Well,
let's get
anyway,
started.
welcome back. you were here last time and you spoke to just me, and you've been in the group with Toon and me. So you said you'd come and have a chat with both of us. So why don't you introduce yourself to Toon and tell him all about your flat Earth thoughts? And this is also our friend and supporter Draco.
Toon, Draco. This is the physicist. Okay.
No, this isn't the physicist.
Me?
This is that he's in uni. He's one of my youngest supporters.
Dude, I'm still at uni. I'm not a physicist.
Oh, okay.
Right, why don't you explain your thoughts to Toon and Draco here and see what they say?
Actually, I would like to hear, since I'm not, I've got all you guys, I would like to hear both of your reasons to support your heliocentric model. If I know we can do things a little differently, I mean, of course, it's just me versus you guys. So perhaps we can go in another order so you could explain to me why you fundamentally believe in a heliocentric model.
Okay, well, why don't we let Toon start with that? Because I gave you a pretty good evidence last time, which you completely nutted with the Foucault's pendulum.
I mean, it's either or. I mean, it's like saying, taking the principle of expansion on your lasers and mirrors. I mean, that's technically how they proved it in like 18, whatever. I can't remember. It's like 1890 something.
Anyway, all right, let's just get this started because we don't have a massive amount of time, which is a little later than I planned. So why don't we just let Toon, because Toon is amazing at doing this. So Toon, why don't you just hit him with your best bit of evidence for the globe?
What best? Come on. There's so much.
Right, I'm back in 1 second. I need to take a Riley.
Okay. Well, if the Earth is flat, then due to perspective, the horizon must always rise to eye level. When you measure it, you would be able to tell that. If the Earth is a sphere, then the horizon would dip as you gained elevation. And since FTFE isn't there at the moment, I can't share my screen to show you. But I'll tell you, and then when he gets here, I'll show you. When you measure,
you can't show me anything. Like you have no proof. You have measurements.
I cannot at the moment because the host is not here.
My screen because Craig is not here.
Well,
hey, try to keep up. So
I'm keeping up. I'm just saying this is kind of like shoddy. I mean, your guy just bails on you. I mean, he's banking on you.
He has to go to the bathroom. He's not Anthony Riley who takes a piss on stream, dude.
All right, I'm back.
I would just like.
Yeah, see, now he's back. Now we can.
This is like pay-per-view. I mean, most people actually are paying to watch it, so.
Most people actually
free.
aren't.
Oh, it's free. It's free.
Craig, I need to share my screen.
Yes, go. I need to open permission for that. My bad.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. All right, you see that? This is a picture I took flying from Anchorage, Alaska to Minneapolis. Now that is with an app called the Theodolite app. The day before I had calibrated it at the mouth of the Kenai River, which is on the ocean. So you calibrate it by pointing it right at the horizon, and then that takes it as the zero tilt, right? Zero tilt down. So this was in an airplane. You can see on screen there, and I'll make it bigger, 35,091 feet. And you can also see the Latin longitude. So you know where I am. I'm above the Yukon Mountains, Yukon Territory. And that crosshair, horizontal across the middle there, that is eye level or true level, or it's 90 degrees zenith from vertical. And you see that circle there is the moon. So the entirety of the moon is below eye level. Below the square there's a little bit of change in color. That's the clouds. And then below that is the horizon. So the horizon did not rise to eye level. It must rise to eye level if the Earth is flat, and it must dip if the Earth is not flat, if the Earth is a sphere. So right there, you've got a measurement. Now there's more. That's not the only one. There's multiple. This is from a guy, Flat Slug Brains, on Twitter. Here he's doing the same thing, but he tipped it down and he aimed it at the horizon from 11 kilometers. The angle down was 3.3 degrees down. Got one more here.
Something?
Yeah, I'm almost done.
Okay.
You've got D Wolfman 54 did the same thing as I did. So this is repeatable, observable, and repeatable, right? So here he angled it at well, it's down negative 0.1 degree, and significantly below that is the horizon. So we have a measurement pointing down, and we have two measurements pointing at eye level.
Could you put your screen back on the pictures real quick? I just want to show you.
Sure.
Okay. Let's start with your picture.
Yep.
Okay. If you're actually saying that this is proof that your plane is above the moon, or is
no?
this
I'm not saying that this is proof of anything. First of all, science does not.
Okay, first of all,
science.
you have
wait,
a video
let me complete. Let me complete my sentence, okay?
Okay.
And my thought. I do not claim that science proves anything, so you won't hear me claim proof. This is evidence, and it's a falsification of flat Earth. That's what I'm claiming that it is.
This is a falsification of flat Earth.
Yes.
How is this a falsification of flat Earth?
Because if the Earth were flat, then the horizon would have to be at the crosshairs.
But I'm saying if the moon is below the horizon,
it's not below the horizon. It's above. It's above the horizon.
Okay, it's above it. But I'm saying, like, look at this. The 0 degrees, perfectly taken in a moving airplane over here. There's no diagonal up and down on your little shift. There's no turbulence whatsoever on this flight. I would have loved to see an actual video of you actually scoping this out. Because
okay, do you have anything other than incredulity? Because I did have to take several pictures. So I picked the one that wasn't 0.2 degrees up, and the one that wasn't 0.2 degrees down, and the one that wasn't twisted 0.1
I am showing
degrees.
you that your crosshairs are not exactly centered in the middle of the frame. I am going to show you that at the bottom, your reference on those is, well, you have roughly about 2 and maybe 1/8 inches at the top. And then at the breadth, you have over a half an inch.
Inches.
Still remaining. It's not.
Inches.
Where? Why are you?
Oh my gosh, this isn't
I'm
inches.
using a 9-volt battery.
This is,
That's at least
this isn't inches. This is
I'm saying
angles.
my reference point is a 9-volt battery. That is roughly what? What would you say that is?
It doesn't matter what the 9-volt battery is.
Oh, it doesn't matter what it is, but it
No,
matters
it doesn't.
that your reticle is not in the middle of the freaking
All right.
thing.
Draco, you gotta back out, Draco. All right, Trey, let me explain. There are actually 2 lines there. There is one line that is always there and pointing to 0 degrees. And then there's the one that I'm pointing to as I tip the camera up and down. It's hard to see. There's actually 2 of them right next to each other.
There is a light behind this so-called this moon. Okay, I'm looking dead at this. I can see that your reticle, the cross point, that means the middle of the 2 lines, the horizontal and vertical lines with the little square in the middle of it, are not directly in the middle of this photograph. They are not.
Did you count the
how
pixels?
Can you tell me that you're completely level when I could see that it's clearly off?
Because Trey, this level isn't necessarily centered in the frame. This is a measurement.
No, it's centered in the frame.
I'm sorry, I was in the middle of my sentence when you started talking again.
Well,
Trey, try to have a little respect. All right, I was talking.
After the respect,
I was talking, Trey. I was talking, Trey. So you can stop talking over me. Okay, this is a measuring device. This measurement does not say that the center of the picture is where 0 degrees elevation is. This measuring device says that the reticle is where 0 degrees is. So, the margin of error of the iPhone is 0.01 degrees. This application only measures to 0.1 degrees. So we are certainly within the margin of error of the device.
Oh, okay. No. First of all.
Okay, no. Classic Flerf response.
First of all, let's approximate the distance. Okay, that's 2,898 miles. Or is that correct? Is that miles?
That's mils.
That's mils. What is mils?
That's the oh my gosh.
Okay. 35,000. Oh, I'm sorry. It's about give or take 5 or 6 miles. Well, 5 miles almost. 5,200.
No, Trey.
35,000 feet. Let's say you're at
35,000 feet. There you go. Good job.
You're at 35,000 feet. Okay, that's
yes.
That's 35,000 feet. That's like 6 miles, 6 point something miles. I don't care. 6.8. Okay, let's say that you're off by what did you say? 1.1 or 0.1% off on your little thing.
0.01 is the margin of error of the device that I'm using to measure.
0.01. First of all, I mean, your reticule isn't in the middle of the actual picture.
Doesn't matter.
That a booger? Okay,
it doesn't matter.
I'm talking. Don't interrupt me. Look, if you look and tilt your camera up, you can see that there's something literally actually in the view of this moon right here. You could clearly see that there is a strap or a band that is going behind it due to the fractioning, the refracting of like all the chemtrails and stuff in the sky. It looks like a booger.
Hold on, I want to be sure. I want to be sure that you said the refracting of light.
The refraction of light. But I'm sorry, but your little, seriously, the fakest like hood I've ever seen.
This is a picture that he took himself.
I did it myself.
And, yeah. What time of the year was this? Let's see. There's a date on it somewhere.
It was July 2019.
July the 19th. Okay, and this was in
July of 2019.
Okay.
July 16.
What? Where would the moon? Why would the moon be going down at almost the southern hemisphere? Why would you see the moon? Why would you
my goodness.
Why would you almost be looking south and you see a moon? Why?
That's where the moon is. Oh my gosh.
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't it be?
Should we bring up the model
you know
and
why
check?
It always appears to be south?
Oh my gosh.
You're in an airplane and why is it south? Why is it south?
Because that's where the moon is. Oh my god. Trey, are you aware?
In the sky.
Trey, hold on. I want to be sure. Are you aware that there's 577 people watching right now, and you're saying these things in public?
The moon does not rise in the north and set in the south. I don't care what. There's no way.
It wasn't. This isn't immediately after moonrise or moonset.
Right,
dude. The moon does not get that far. Okay, look. Let's look at flat Earth. Okay,
gosh.
And let's look at round Earth. How
oh
far?
My gosh.
Dude,
oh
you're
my gosh. This is so stupid.
If you believe that this guy, I'm stupid, but this guy thinks the moon is going to rise or set in the south.
It's not rising or setting. This isn't moonrise or moonset.
What location was this taken at? Toon, what location was this taken at?
It's not moonrise or moonset.
586 people watching you say this, Trey. Just so you know.
But you're not refuting the fact that your plane is above it and it's not rising or setting. So this is dead ass in the middle of the sky, 5 miles up. Okay.
Oh my
god.
Toon, what location was this photo taken from?
Oh, sorry, Craig. What was that?
What location was this photo taken from? Where was it?
The coordinates are on the screen there. It was 60 degrees north latitude and negative 128.7
so 60
longitude.
So 60.
The place you're facing.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
Is 163.
You can't be serious, Trey. You have to be joking.
How am I stupid? Explain it to me.
You have to be joking.
Why? Explain to me why you're looking south
and seeing the moon. Oh my gosh.
Radically south. Okay. 180 would be your complete south from north. Okay. You're at 163. You're looking towards the south. In fact, if you look a little bit further. you're still going to be going. No, that's what I'm saying. Move it right over. You'd be at like 150, dude. There's no way. There's no way. Unless what? What are you laughing about? You can't refute it.
I'm laughing at how dumb this is.
It's dumb because I found out look, there's a 1% margin of error on the iPhone.
Where were you above?
Sitting here looking towards literally 163 degrees south, 17 east, and he's saying, "Oh, you know, I'm off like
stop. You gotta stop. I can't
mills." And then he's sitting there like, "Oh, the sun is. It's not sunrise or sunset, but his reticle is totally level, guys. It's totally level. His reticle isn't dead in the middle of the screen, yet the moon is below him. Come on, man. By 0 degrees. So you're telling me you could look flat ass at the moon and it would be placing here at 150 degrees.
There's no way you could be serious about this, Trey. There's no way.
I'm dead ass serious.
There's no way. This is.
Explain it, dude. I'm asking you straight up. Explain it.
Hundreds of debates. And this. I mean, Trey, you are pinnacle here. Wow.
No, I am the pinnacle. Explain.
Yeah,
it.
you absolutely
are. You
are.
definitely are.
Absolutely.
I'm not explaining it. Oh, I'm stupid. Explain why I'm stupid. Tell me.
All right, because at that time of day, the moon should be south. Oh my gosh.
The moon should be south. Says who? Is that because you know
says
the
our
moon
model
revolves around the southern border of the world?
Oh my gosh. Because the moon approximately remains between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn, which is south. Hard to believe for you, I guess. South of 60 degrees
you mean
north.
That it stays in between those two? Okay.
All right, Trey. Like I said, all right, Trey. Look at my screen a
What
second.
you just said.
Are you
is one of the most
Are you flying above the moon right now?
No, that's the point.
You are.
That's the point.
You are.
All right, Trey.
You are.
Trey.
That is the point.
Right, look, this is the location that it is, all right? This is the date and time of that picture, and this is where the moon is according to our model. What direction is that?
No. Bring that map back up. Let me show you something. Okay. He just said it was in between the Tropic of Capricorn and the Tropic of Cancer. Okay. It always goes this way. It's going to appear to be south. No,
that's where it is.
The moon is further away on your globe.
No, this is where it is. I'm showing you where it is. Trey, I'm literally showing you the model right now that shows where it is. All right, so let's go in and actually have a look up close, right?
Yeah, let's have a look.
So this is that date and time. All right?
Yeah.
And there's the moon over there. Oh, look, there's the other side, so which means the United States is over here.
Let's zoom in on it and tell me where the moon would be below the horizon.
And here is the night sky at that point. And let's go and search for the moon in the sky at that point. And what direction do we find it's in? South, southeast.
Go up to 35,000 feet.
It's not going to change that.
Yeah,
it's not going to change the direction that it is.
Go up to 35,000 feet. That's all I'm asking.
That won't change.
You can go to 500,000 feet.
35,000 feet and show me.
This doesn't do elevation. This just shows the night sky from particular points.
Hold on a second. Trey, why would you think that changing the elevation is going to change the azimuth angle to the moon?
But because you can't do it. And you won't do it.
Oh my god.
It doesn't matter if we won't do it or
is this real life? Is this real life?
So.
Do you actually not understand this?
Is this real life?
Oh my god.
Okay, it doesn't change it. Well, show me the moon. Show me the moon.
There's the moon.
There it is.
Okay, now
oh my gosh.
That's where it is. Okay, now compare that to the last picture. Go back to the last picture. I want you to set a reticle. In fact, I want you to use something to show me how it doesn't change with elevation. I want you to do that, Genius.
Azimuth. You don't know what azimuth it means, do you?
Azimuth means a flat projection of a round place.
It doesn't. An azimuth. Oh my gosh. No. Oh my gosh.
It's not even the same, dude.
Oh my gosh.
It's not even the same. You can't show me. Go back to the moon and show me where it's in the same place that you took the picture because it's not.
Trey, we need to back up here so that you can get a little education. Azimuth is
I know what azimuth.
No,
I know what
no, you
azimuth
don't.
means.
You
Look,
embarrass
I've looked at
yourself
plenty of
publicly
azimuth
in front of
equidistant maps.
607 people.
Let's talk about these.
No, Trey,
maps
listen.
like this right here.
Azimuth, azimuth is a horizontal angle measurement. That's what azimuth means.
No, it's a lateral
Horizontal
line projection, not a.
It's not a projection. No,
line.
You're thinking of azimuthal equidistant map. That's a projection.
That's what I was talking about. That's
yeah,
what
I
said
am. But I was talking about the word azimuth, which is an angle measurement, a horizontal angle measurement. That's what azimuth means. Look it up.
Angle.
Look it up. You've got two.
Angle measurement.
When you measure angles,
yeah, you're
you've
talking
got two
about
ways.
This. Can you see that?
No, I can't see
Okay.
that.
Is that your azimuthal distance right there? Yeah, I know. I've been staring at these forever.
There's
and you know what that is?
How about I read you the definition of azimuth?
There we go. Let's do that.
How about we don't move on?
No. I'm going to read this definition so you understand.
I want you to show me on your little computer over there where you're like messing with stuff, because I'm not watching him. I need to watch this, and I want to see him go to 35,071 feet.
Look, dude, that program can't do that. Now, before we do anything,
you have to understand the words that we're using.
We're going to
don't.
Shut up. I'm going to read you the definition. Shut up. I'm going to read you. Shut
Trey, just be quiet for a second.
Tell me to shut up one more time. This is over.
Shut up.
I'm not going to be insulted because you can't show me.
Stop talking over me.
No, I want you to show me what I asked for.
Well,
and before we do that, I'm going to read you the definition so you know what we are talking about. So, definition of azimuth. Noun, the direction of a celestial object from the observer, expressed as the angular distance from the north or south point of the horizon to the point at which a vertical circle passing through the object intersects the horizon. Simplified to the horizontal angle or direction of a compass bearing. That is what an azimuth is. It has nothing to do with flatness. It is a horizontal angle from the dictionary right here.
Really?
Oxford Dictionary.
How do you perform an actual calculation on an azimuthal plane without using a divergence effect?
It has nothing to do with it. You're still confusing terms.
No, let's talk about that. Let's talk about how you have to use a divergent effect or, an actual eigenfunction.
You're changing the topic.
Oh, wait, does it equal 0? Yes. Because
you're changing the topic. Let's go back.
No, I'm
not.
Let's go back you're changing the topic. You're giving me definitions of stuff I already know. You can't explain it. Bring it back up because you're a shill, dude. You're a shill.
600 people watched. 600 people just watched you not understand azimuth. Double down on not understanding.
Declared loudly how much.
Double down on not understanding azimuth.
People
and then got schooled by Draco here, reading the definition to you of azimuth, and you still reject the definition for azimuth because you're too boneheaded.
I'm not
you're
rejecting
too
anything.
proud.
I know what it means. I'm telling you.
Proud.
You
no, you don't. You still don't understand what it means. So
I said you won't show me that picture again.
All right. So we'll go back. We'll go back to this. Now, do you think that elevation changes an azimuth angle?
Do I think that elevation changes an azimuth angle? That depends. Does an elevation change an azimuth angle on a topographical map?
Well, let's do a simple experiment. Let's do a simple experiment.
Oh,
this right here.
You're looking from one point to another.
Just watch my camera. I know you can see me. Look, this right here. This is the moon. The moon is right here. As I go up, does the direction that I am looking at this change?
The horizontal angle.
The
horizontal angle.
Horizontal angle. Am I looking this way? Am I turning my head to see it, or am I looking down? Am I turning my head, or am I going up and down?
Stand up and look at it. Look. Show me your line of sight.
Oh, okay. Whoa. My line of sight is just going down. It's not going this way.
It's not moving.
It's not going this way. It's not going this way. It's going down.
His zenith did not change. His azimuth. Oh my! You don't know the difference between. You said vertical. You still can't get that straight.
I literally just used a
horizontal angle.
You have
600 people. 600 people watching you not understand that.
600 people are making
horizontal angle.
And idiots.
Horizontal angle. Horizontal angle.
Right now, you need to literally show the picture take the picture
how
of yours,
incredibly
and the exact
ignorant you are.
time that the moon
You're
is
quadrupling
there.
down
Tell me.
on not understanding azimuth. So we need to
I'm not-
understand this.
I'm trying to
before
get past
so
this.
do
because
you?
you're hung up
Are you
over here.
claiming?
I'm moving over here. Let's do
Are
this.
you claiming?
I'm tired of this. I'm
Are
tired of
you
this. Show me
claiming?
what I want to see.
Are you claiming that elevation changes azimuth angle?
Let's see the picture.
I just showed you.
Why do
I
you need
showed
to
you
see a
with a
picture?
toy.
Hold on.
You showed
Why
me
would
a doll.
elevation change
You showed me
azimuth
a doll
angle?
that you keep,
Trey.
and you showed me you standing
Trey.
up and looking at it.
Trey, this is geometry. This isn't. You don't need
It's
a picture
not
or anything.
geometry. It's a
Do
picture.
you think?
And you are literally
This is
running around in circles. to
This
try
is
to
a
keep
geometry
people
question, Trey.
Thinking that I'm stupid while you look like a shill,
It's
unable to
you.
explain things.
Shill.
You have done that
The
yourself.
fact you think we're paid
Right,
for
so
this
Trey,
is incredible.
Trey, I'm going to ask you again, and if you deflect, it's going to be obvious why.
I'm
Does
not deflecting.
elevation?
You deflected this into here. This is all
Does-
argument
All
complex.
right, here comes the
This is all fallacy right here. You're a
pre-deflected.
fallacy you're trying to cover.
You deflected before you allowed me to even ask the question. So I'll ask the question again, then wait to deflect after I ask the question. Does elevation change azimuth angle?
Does you have the ability to show me the
Deflect.
pictures
You deflected.
side to side?
This is
No.
simple geometry because you seem to be confused about this stuff.
Okay.
Does azimuth angle change with elevation?
I know what you want me to say, and I'm not saying it because
you know it debunks you.
Because you know it defeats
that you. won't do it.
So in other words,
I'm not going to say.
So in other
Because
words,
on
you know the
flat Earth,
correct
yes,
answer,
it
but you
does
refuse
change.
to admit it.
He's too pig-headed.
Is that what you're telling me right now?
All right, I will share
not
this
admitting-
here.
Look, this is
So
Occam's
he can
razor
embarrass
over
himself again. Oh my gosh, Occam's razor. You don't even understand geometry.
no
This is
idea what
hilarious.
The Occam's razor is the easiest point to get to the point rather than jumping through hoops like your flat earth.
What is all right?
There it is.
Please cite me Occam's razor.
You lied about
Oh
this.
my gosh.
You're lying about the actual. You're lying about this picture. I could look at this and tell that this is bullshit with 83% accuracy. So
no,
this
all you've got is denial. All you've got is
no,
denial.
I don't have denial. I have proof because you refuse to take. Show me the two pictures side by side. Show me the two pictures side by side. Go back into the Go back into the app, and let's look. Let's look at this with this right here. This unchanging.
How could somebody be so stupid?
I'm
Oh
not
my gosh.
stupid.
It's
You
quite
are
easy.
stupid.
Oh my gosh.
Be a flat
Oh my
earther,
gosh.
and stupidity
Oh
comes
my
with
gosh.
the territory.
I'm not a flat earther. I'm a
Yes,
flat
you are.
truther.
No, you're a flat
Oh,
earther.
you
A
hate
that's
you
that
hate the
same.
truth.
Oh my
You hate
I'm a
the
flat
truth.
truther, bro.
Oh my
You
gosh.
can't show me. You can't do it. You won't
I
do
just
it.
did.
It's on
You know
screen
you're
right now.
wrong.
It's literally
Bullshit.
right there. It is in front of
It's
your
right there.
face.
You're not showing me the other. Show me where you're looking from the ground. Show me where the moon would be.
All right, Craig,
Show
you
me
got
where
that
the
ready?
moon would be.
We
Again.
did like 5 minutes ago.
Wait,
Yeah, and
I
it
need
was
to
not
get
the same
correct
at all.
location.
And if people think it was, they're stupid for buying it. The Earth is flat, and stop buying these shills fucking free breakfast.
Okay, do you really think I'm a
dropped
shill?
an F-bomb.
Do you really think I'm a
I
shill?
consider myself, a changed person, but people like you really disgust me. You truly disgust me.
Oh,
Honestly.
that's so
I
sad
mean,
that you can't understand basic geometry.
I
and then you get
understand
mad
basic
at us.
geometry.
No, you don't.
I'm the guy
You
that
don't?
really
You don't
understands
understand.
basic geometry.
No, you
I'm not a
don't.
regular
Oh,
flat
no,
earth
you don't.
dude, and I'll
Oh
go ahead
my
and tell you
gosh.
that right now.
Every flat earther says the same thing.
All right, if you understand geometry, if you understand geometry, let me ask you one question.
People can clearly see that you're sweating. They can clearly see that you're caught in a lie.
All right, no. Trey. If you understand geometry, you should be able to answer this question. Okay? Can you just answer this question? Right? How do you calculate the circumference of a circle?
Radius by 5, but still.
Okay. Right.
Radius by
Anyway,
what?
sorry. Right. I'm ready to do what you wanted me to do. There,
Radius by
Trey.
what?
Sorry.
Do that. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right.
And I want to see the exact same thing, and I bet it's
All right, I'll
a
stop. I'll stop the share. There you go.
All right. So here is. Oh shit. Where is it? Here is the program at that time. Sorry, my computer's going slow. Trying to get the right screen up. Right.
I know what I saw last. I know what I saw, and I will go back and I will review. I also know you swap those circles out on me with Control Z too.
There's
That was-
there's the correct date and time and place.
They're laughing because they know I'm telling the truth.
Oh my gosh.
Right,
They're
there's the correct.
laughing.
Right, are you
Dude,
ready,
look at him.
Trey?
He knows.
Trey, are you ready?
They
There's-
know. That's
there's
why
the
you
correct-
got
there's
paid.
the
I'm
correct
not
time and
stupid,
place.
man.
Dude, I don't
Oh,
get
there's that
paid.
one.
I'm a poor college student.
my
I don't
gosh.
get paid
Yeah,
anything.
you're a
All right,
poor
stop
college
saying
student
that.
in my butt.
I would show you my bank account, but that's information I'm not willing to share.
Right.
But
Look,
I think you can
because
take
you
me
know
at my
what?
word that I
You're-
don't have that much money. So if
Look,
I'm
I
supposed to
don't
be getting a
believe
shield
the
check,
thing.
All right,
tell me
all
Oh
right.
no, I'm fucking
Draco,
loaded.
Draco.
My NASA
Alright.
shield checks are humongous. So there's the moon looking south southeast on that one, and then here it is on the
Your
model at
NASA
that time.
shield checks are humongous. That's funny. Your NASA shot's funny. I guarantee he's telling the truth. That's the first thing he's ever
Yeah,
said.
yeah, because they
True.
pay a dude from Scotland who's disabled to disprove the flat Earth.
Yeah,
Of course they
well,
would.
you know what? Yeah, they do.
Of course they
They
do.
really do.
So there's
yeah,
the moon.
NASA
So,
pays a
alright.
university.
That's not where the moon was.
Well,
That's not
okay.
where the moon was a
Well,
while ago.
funny.
Dude, I watched
How
it change
there's the
it,
moon
man.
in the same position.
That's not where the moon was. Come
I
on.
just
dude,
showed
you
it in the
seen
same
was way
position.
up there. It was
Here we
totally
go.
out of the. It was totally way out of the way, dude. Come on, you can't lie
Here
to
we go.
me.
Yeah, I may have, as I said, I may have had the wrong date in earlier, so I made sure I put the correct date in. And as it shows,
No,
the
you
moon is
can't.
still
You had
south
the right one
southeast.
the first time, and you
No,
got
I had
off, and you're
because the
wrong,
chat pointed
and you
out
got
that I had
off. You're busted,
Trey,
dude.
Trey,
All right.
hold on. The chat pointed
Zip it,
out
Trey.
that I actually had the 6th in, not the 16th. So I've changed it to the 16th. And as you can see,
dude.
when you're on the 16th of
Whatever,
July,
dude.
2019,
No.
2320, the
Well, you
same
know what? You
time
don't
this
even know how to
the same
operate a
time that this
computer, so
photo
what
was
gives you the
Stop,
right
stop
to
talking over
Trey,
Trey.
That's
Trey,
fine.
Trey, you're
Trey,
incredibly rude.
the
Why are you
same
got-
time,
Trey.
guys are
the
rude.
same
What's
time that
rude
this
is lying
photo
to
was
people.
taken, it shows
taking
the
their
moon
money.
in the same position as this
No, it-
shows it right now.
Whatever. You know what? That's the first lie you've told today. I already know.
Deflect.
I caught you in the last
In
time.
what way is it a
You hit
lie?
Control V.
What did I lie about?
I picked the right circle. You hit
Where
Control
did
Z. That
right,
was
Trey?
hilarious.
Trey, specifically tell us where we lied.
Oh, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look, and I guarantee that that's not where you were so certain of it, man.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I had the
look
wrong.
at you,
Like I
smug,
said,
fool
I had the
yourself.
wrong date in,
I
and the
was-
chat pointed out to me that I had the 6th instead of
The
the
chat
16th.
pointed it out to you after
Yes.
40 something minutes, whatever. We argued about this for
It, like
20
for about
minutes.
2 minutes
And
when
you're
it was
telling
up.
me that you didn't know this for 20 minutes. You had the dates
All right.
wrong, man.
All right, let's see it.
Chill.
We've
But
got
this,
we've got
I'm
the
showing
moon.
you it right now. The
You're
position,
not
the
showing
moon.
me anything, but that you're a liar, dude.
I'm
Look,
showing you the
you're
program.
showing me that
Right,
you don't know how to run a
Trey,
computer
what
and you're a
time?
liar.
What time and date does this say it's on? July the 16th, 2019,
I don't care what it
23:20.
says. We're moving on past this. I know that's
Yeah,
the
Oh,
first
oh,
time.
yeah, I've been
Okay.
proven wrong, so I
Next,
want to
what
move past.
other tricks
I've
you
been
got?
proven wrong, so
What
I
other
want to
tricks
move
you got?
on.
Let's move on.
I've been proven wrong, so I want to move
Let's
on.
look at the second one. Let's look at the second picture. I'm going to debunk this one now.
Well, you
Let's
haven't
go.
debunked the first one yet.
I
Yeah.
did. Let's move
But
on.
you didn't.
You
I'm
know what? It's
literally showing
nullified.
you it.
Oh, it's nullified because you don't know how to work a computer. Let's move on.
Oh my
Because I
gosh.
pressed the wrong date and then corrected myself.
Yeah, you know what? How many times
Like,
have
how
you pressed
long
the
did it
wrong
take you to
button while
fucking
you're
click a
interviewing
button and get your audio
How many
sorted?
times have you deceived somebody?
Never.
How many times has your
Oh my
stupidity
gosh.
caused someone to get something wrong? How many
Never.
times? How many times
Never.
do we have to count on our hands that you're gonna either lie, you're gonna trick someone.
All right. Get to the
You're
get to
already
the point
at
here.
too many.
Skip over that.
I'm
skip
skipping
over that.
Why? Why skip over that? That's the reason I'm here,
Let's
right?
go.
Let's go. Next.
The reason you're here
Next
isn't to call
picture.
us a liar. The reason you're here is to prove that the Earth is flat.
You're lying.
Yeah.
That's the point of flat Earth. The point of flat Earth is
Flat, yeah, you
explaining-
got
Okay,
Yeah, you got a
and
lie to
since you
prove.
have no-
We know
since
that.
Here, all right,
And since
actually,
you have
let me
no
just say
evidence
something
that
a sec.
we are lying.
Let me just say
Sorry.
something a sec. What I just did, right, was something that no flat earther is able to do. I admitted I made a mistake, and I corrected myself.
I admit I made a mistake. You know what my mistake was? Trusting.
Getting out of bed in the morning,
You-
probably.
No, azimuth. Your mistake was thinking that you knew what the word azimuth meant, and then when you
your
didn't know
mistake
it,
is not
you doubled
actually
down and
going
tripled
30
down and quadrupled
Your
down and
mistake
not
is
knowing
not
that
going
word.
to 35,071 feet and showing me the same picture because you
so
can't.
now, so
But
your,
yeah, that
your
program
claim
doesn't
is
do that,
the-
so yes, I can't. You're right.
No, I'm claiming that
claim-
you can't show me that.
Let's get clear here, Trey. Is your claim that the azimuth angle changes with elevation?
No.
Okay,
My
then
claim-
it doesn't matter, does it?
Yes, it does.
Why?
Yes,
what
it
will
does,
change?
Because
what will change
have
with higher
not
elevation?
refuted my claim that you can't show me. You can't show me. That's my claim. Not that it
can't
does.
show you what?
You cannot show me that it does.
That
what
it does
does
what?
That it, what does?
You
That
can't
what does
show
what?
me the moon from a 35,071 foot vertical height where it's in the same place as the. You can't do it.
Are you suggesting that we find some model?
That app doesn't do it. But here, Draco. It's me and Trey. Okay.
Yeah,
so
I'm sorry.
So here's the deal, Trey. You think that changes the azimuth angle? Then that's on you to show that elevation changes azimuth angle.
It's on you because
That's your claim, not my claim.
You know what?
I did not claim that azimuth angle changes with elevation.
I did not either. I said you cannot, and we will rewind it and we will look. I was very careful when I chose my words. I chose you can't show me.
All right. So your claim about my photo that I took myself personally from an airplane is what?
I have 4 claims with it. 5. First claim being your reticle is not centered directly inside the photo.
Doesn't matter.
2, there actually is artifacture behind the moon.
Artifacture.
3.
Artifacture isn't a word.
Awesome.
Yeah, no, it's a word. It's artifact. There is artifacting behind the actual moon.
Describe what artifacting is.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how does that change anything?
That could be the true horizon. How do I know that's not a cloud?
because I can see the horizon. Oh my gosh. Are you serious right now?
You can't see anything but a bunch of blue and a light and a booger. That's all I see.
You can see the horizon.
You can see the entire moon. You can see the entire moon below true level. The entire moon.
Below true level.
Yes.
Okay. The funny thing is below true level at 91 feet above sea level. That's the funny part. And it's I have a lot of faith that you can hold an iPhone at 0.0 degrees while going through turbulence and such. So you know what? Good on that pilot.
Personal incredulity doesn't matter.
You haven't proven anything other than you can't even
none
get
of that
the moon
matters.
inside of a reticle.
None of that matters.
You didn't. Yes, it does. You didn't show me a video of this actually happening.
Oh, you're moving the goalposts now.
It
has to be a video.
You didn't have a video of
not
a photo you took.
And the fact
No. He wants a
doesn't know how to
video of
operate
you
a
taking
computer.
the photo.
So what I'm saying is you have yet to show me any proof that disproves a globe or anything really.
Are you expecting proof in science? Because science doesn't prove.
Yeah, you consider yourself a science lover and a man of science and a man of proving the truth.
No.
Take a picture
Stop putting
the moon in the right place.
Stop putting. Where is the right place for the moon? There is no right place for the moon.
Really? No, there is. There is.
How are you the one that gets to determine in my picture where the right place for the moon is? Oh my gosh.
Then how do you account for the curvature of the Earth?
How ridiculous is this? Oh my gosh, Trey.
It's not ridiculous.
What did I tell you, Toon? What did I tell you?
Oh my
failing,
gosh.
You're crashing, you're burning, and
Oh
you're
my
getting
gosh.
You have,
Oh my gosh.
You have nothing. You have nothing. Next picture.
Oh.
Trey, my cat that I'm holding is 20 times as smart as you. And that's probably being mean to my cat.
No, then your cat is a genius because I'm telling you something.
So people,
I'm telling
Mallory
you something.
and Flower debate. Hold on, Trey. Trey, just a second. I need to announce some logistical things. The Mallory and Flower debate has been moved back an hour, so people know.
Oh,
all
excellent. Right. So we got time.
So where is the rule that the moon has to be in any particular place in a photo? I'm missing that. Can you have a citation for where the moon has to be in a photograph?
The fact that I could see artifacture all over it, including the adding of this
artifacture, lovely
ridiculously
word.
terrible heads-up display. It looks so bad.
Artifacture on the display, Toon. That's what it is.
It's part of the application called Theodolite. You can get it for yourself and install it on your phone yourself.
Okay, well, I want you to explain to me how you're at 163 degrees down here, yet you're at negative 128 to negative 128.721070. Shouldn't it round up, not down?
Oh, dear.
What?
Okay, let me explain. Holy cow. Oh, okay. At the top, you've got 60 degrees
sorry, Dave.
latitude, 128.7 longitude. That's my location. At the bottom, you see 163 degrees. That's my azimuth, my bearing.
Yeah, your azimuth should match your your latitude.
Oh
What?
my gosh.
If you're looking
Did
at
you actually just say that?
What?
He did.
Did you actually just say that?
Your
my
actual
God.
viewfinder should match. If
Oh my
not
gosh.
match, but if you
Craig,
subtract,
get him on screen. Craig, we have to have his face on screen when he says that.
You need to
I mean,
stop. Oh, yeah. If you stop sharing, I can put him on screen.
Gotta think of Tau Ceti Alpha. Come on. Oh my gosh.
Could you just say that again for us?
Oh, yeah, say it again.
Please say that again.
I said what I said. Every time I say something to catch you up, you say, "Oh, that's ridiculous."
I couldn't hear.
That's so stupid.
Trey,
you know what a real person
Trey,
would do?
I couldn't hear you. You said something about the azimuth.
They would actually explain where
Trey.
I went wrong rather than chastise. Which you're
Trey,
not doing.
The problem is, Trey,
I couldn't hear you. Trey, I couldn't hear you. Could you just say what you said about the azimuth? Just one more time.
Trey, the problem is that you are
you mean the equidistant map?
No, it's not the
You
map.
said like the azimuth has to match something.
No, I'm talking about the equidistant map. If you have
We're not talking about any map. There's no map involved.
Where did you
in
get
this.
the azimuth or equidistant
my
map
gosh.
from?
Because I'm looking at your viewpoint placed on a flat map. Okay.
Well, that's not going to work because the
Your
Earth's not
viewpoint
flat.
based on a flat map.
That's
We're
nothing
not-
to do with any map.
You're laughing. You're laughing because you have
Oh
no
my gosh.
explanation.
We're laughing
Because you didn't
because
expect me
it's
to
Laughing
even
because you have
know
no
that.
clue what you're saying.
so ridiculous.
Yes, I do. You don't have a clue what I'm saying because you're
Yes,
like,
we
oh,
don't,
shit,
because
you know,
you're spouting
I made a terrible
nonsense.
fucking picture. Ugh, so.
Trey, one of the people in the chat has just pointed out that you have just become the next. There's something wrong with that laser. Well done.
I don't care. I don't care about this because all you're here, you're not even disputing it.
I will.
You're
All right,
just
I'll
laughing.
explain it.
You have
Trey,
no proof.
Trey,
Right, Trey, let Toon
I'll
explain
explain
it then. This
I'll
requires
explain
you to
it.
shut your
I'll explain
mouth and listen.
All right, the latitude longitude is your location on the Earth, right? The number at the bottom of the screen is the bearing, the direction that you're facing. The direction you're facing, you can do any number of degrees you can face in any direction when you're at a particular location without changing your actual location. Are you aware of that?
Here's my point. Your picture in which you're facing does not match the actual viewpoint of the direction you're looking because one is the opposite of the other. What I'm saying is
the direction you're looking doesn't match the viewpoint of where you're looking.
Craig, just let him
match
dig.
the actual position of the moon from the actual coordinates he puts in on the other thing. So that's straight up like.
And how far off is it?
It's off by a significant amount.
How many degrees?
I'm not guessing, but you're going to show me.
And how did you calculate the amount that it was off and verify that?
You know what? I don't have to tell you anything.
It's your claim. It's certainly
JM Truth answer.
There you go.
It's my claim.
I don't want to tell you because you're a big poo-poo head.
Prove my claim wrong. Prove me wrong.
That's not how it works.
Yes, it is. Prove me wrong.
I don't
want to tell you. I'm taking my ball and going home.
That's not how it works.
I'm here. Prove me wrong.
It's called the reverse. It's the burden of proof fallacy, right? You've made the claim. Yeah, you've made the claim that it's wrong. You now have the burden to show why it's wrong and how you came to that conclusion. Show the data for that.
Do. You have to show me how it's right. You're showing me right now. This is show
I'm sorry.
and tell. Show and tell me.
You seem very confused about how claims work and evidence for it. So
no. I mean, I'm still sitting here. You proved nothing. I said state your point as to why you say the Earth is round. You haven't. You've done nothing but laugh, deceive, lie, and move around.
He showed you why it's.
Wow.
I know that when you turn a reticle facing direction, regardless of the actual global position, you still are maintaining a view on a circle. You're still on a flat version of an actual compass, okay? Your compass, as you turn one direction, regardless of position, should match the actual latitude.
The direction you face will always match the latitude.
No, not match it, but it will mirror, it will reverse it. It will be the opposite.
The direction you face.
The remainder of the actual true latitude and longitude will be almost like it's closer than what it is. What I'm saying, it's not close. I don't know exactly.
Than what it is.
And I can tell it's off and it's wrong.
What the fuck are you babbling about?
I'm frustrated right now, honestly, because you're not showing me anything. You're just here to laugh, and you've proven nothing.
I'm literally keep showing you the model.
It's just hilarious.
We're showing you the moon below eye level, which should not be possible on a flat Earth, and you've been babbling about azimuths and latitude and stuff.
I can show you that he had it right the first time, and I'm gonna move on.
I had what right the first time?
I'm gonna move on past this.
Trey, what did I have right the first?
And you had no. Trey, you present evidence now. How about that?
One sec, Trey. What did I have right the first time? Are you saying that I had?
You're a bunch of scammers.
Trey, are you saying that I had the date right the first time?
I'm saying that you have manipulated the entire probability of even having a fair argument.
How? How have I done that?
It's out of the question. You've nullified this whole picture altogether. It's
how? How have I done that?
I'm not. If you don't move on past this, you're wasting my time.
How have I
already
done that?
said let's move past. You present your evidence. Go ahead.
Yeah, your turn.
My evidence is presented. My evidence is presented. You don't know how to work a computer.
I don't know how to work a computer as I'm doing this. As I'm producing this stream, he says I don't know how to use a computer.
That's precious.
No, Trey, you haven't presented evidence. You've just said that our evidence doesn't work. We're asking you to present evidence that the Earth is flat.
I did. I just said, show me from 37,091
Asking us to provide evidence is not you showing evidence.
No, it's you showing me. This is show and tell, and
we don't need to show you. We're moving past that. We're asking for your evidence.
It's your turn to present evidence now that the Earth is flat.
Oh, you want to see my evidence?
Yes, please.
Let me start right here. Let me just start right here. Okay. Hey, you know, in fact,
Mr. Unite for the Children says it as many times as Rachey did last night. Hold on.
Ain't fair. We're not going to that.
Mr. Unite for the Children says as many times as Rachey did last night that Craig, you can't have acceleration without a force. Sent 3 times. Aye, brilliant. Thank you. Sorry, Trey. What were you saying? We're ready for your evidence.
Okay. My evidence?
Yes, we're ready for your evidence.
Yes, go ahead.
Whenever you're ready. Maybe a measurement, or I don't know, like an experiment or something. What do you reckon?
How about
a picture of the flat Earth, maybe?
Do you have a meme?
I mean, possibly a flat Earth, but I mean,
it's a meme.
It's not a meme. I have no meme.
Are you going to misunderstand science and pretend you know maths like you did last time?
I'm not pretending I know maths.
And are you going to lie about being an engineer again? Because that one was funny.
I'm not lying. I've never lied to you. I haven't lied to you about anything.
You literally told me that you were lying about being an engineer.
What kind of engineering?
Wait.
What engineering classes did you take?
That's stupid, man. Get out of here.
What? That's a valid question. You know if you're an engineer, what engineering classes did you take?
What classes have you taken on doing anything except trying to lie to people?
I'm currently taking a class in chemistry and mathematics.
That's not what we're questioning here.
I have a degree in physics, a degree in nuclear engineering.
Hold on. I've noted your deflection and confirmed that you did not take.
I've noted the whole deflect. You've been deflecting this whole time.
Yeah, Trey. So this is your time to present evidence. If you could present evidence, that would be fantastic. Off you go.
I'm not sending any evidence. I'm still waiting on you to tell me yours.
No. This is your turn to present evidence.
Okay.
Yeah, off you go.
Go ahead.
What? I want to ask you something. What came first, the Earth or the Sun?
The sun, probably.
Yeah, the sun most definitely.
Probably.
I don't know.
I'm not a physics
how is
expert,
this-
but I would assume that the sun came first because it's a star.
You
Would
don't need to
say
ask
that
us
the-
these
would
things.
you
It's
say
your
that
evidence.
the universe? Would you say the universe, as it exists right now, would be complete or incomplete? Is it complete as a whole? Is it as
The
complete as
universe
that
contains everything that is.
It is everything that is. Would you say it is complete?
That question
as it
isn't even wrong.
Yeah.
No, I'm just asking.
Hey,
Okay.
Toon, you remember last time when I asked him for evidence and he proved that 3 equals 4?
So you don't know. Okay, good. We're moving on. My next question. Do you know the exact measurements of the Earth?
Yes.
You do.
Mm-hmm. You can find them on mctoon.net/r.
What degree would you say the Earth is complete or made as a, as a whole object? How much is it?
You know what? Those were definitely words. Those were all
measurement.
definitely words, but in that particular order, they didn't make a sentence.
I'm sorry. I mean, I was trying to ask you, how big is the world?
Well, you
How
can
big
find all that
exactly?
information. You can find all that information specifically on mctoon.net/r.
I want you to tell me how big the world is.
It's got
Why don't we just go to mctoon.net/r like I have just done?
Google
It's
how
real big.
big the world is.
It's real big.
It's real big.
Yeah.
Would you say it's unknown? It's unknown.
No.
Okay, good.
Absolutely
No,
not.
here, I'll tell. Hold on. I will give the straight answer to your question. The polar radius is 6,378 kilometers. The equatorial radius is 6,357 kilometers.
By polar radius, do you mean center of the world to the polar region?
From the North Pole to the center of the Earth is the polar radius, and the South Pole to the center of the Earth
Is the polar
It's
radius.
also the polar.
Okay, so
I would
that's-
like to remind you that
that
this is your time to present evidence, yet all you're doing is asking us
Yes,
questions.
yes. So let's continue. Okay, so would you say you measured that with a line? You measured that with a line, am I correct?
No.
You measured that with a line.
We didn't take a
Is
ruler
it a
and start
straight
counting
line
down.
from the
I
North
used-
Pole to the center of the Earth?
No, that wasn't how it was done.
No.
No, I'm asking you, how did you get that? How did you get that measurement?
How
Years
was
of
that
surveying
measurement
knowledge.
done? Okay, that was from a survey called "The Figure of the Earth and Isostasy from Measurements in the United States." So what they did is they measured along a certain amount of the a latitude, and then they used that distance that they measured, multiplied it by the entire 360 degrees, and then used sine cosine to get the equatorial circumference, and then that gives us the radius. They did the same thing with a line of latitude to get the entire circumference of that line of latitude, giving then the radius.
So these lines of latitude, they are straight lines, are they not?
A line of latitude is not a straight line, no.
So two lines of latitude running parallel do they go on forever, or do they actually ever intersect?
Are you curious about this? Like you don't
I'm
know these
asking
things?
you.
That's fine.
I'm asking you a question.
I'm glad to give you the free education. So lines of latitude are concentric circles. The largest one is the equator, and you go north and south, and each line of latitude is smaller than the next one, and they are parallel to each other.
They are parallel. So you would say that parallel lines cannot intersect, correct? Is
That's
that what
right.
you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Would you say that water runs along a parallel line or a cosine or, whatever? I'm sorry, a sine
cosine.
and or a cosine. Would water be as a container when you if you want to map the ocean? No, listen, don't laugh. I'm asking a real scientist. Let's not jump on where I misspoke.
yeah.
Okay, that's making fun of a speech impediment. That's not right.
You misspoke
okay?
and then corrected yourself to something else that was not.
That's right. Draco, just let him go.
This is fine. It's cool. So I'm asking a question. This is my part. Okay. Would you say that when you measure the volume of an ocean, would you measure it using latitude, longitude, or both, or do you still use, the what were those eigenfunctions you said earlier? The cosine. I forgot it. I forgot the way you described it. Get the curves from the lines. I forgot it. I'm sorry, it slipped my mind. What would you say? What did you say it was? It was two things.
So when you have the length of a section of a line of latitude, you multiply that out to get by 360, right? You don't have exactly 1 degree, but you use 360 degrees to get the complete circumference of that line of latitude. Then it's a sine cosine relationship to get the equator,
that's what I was
the equatorial circumference.
Okay, so you'd say that you would use a sine cosine relationship to explain your body of water, right? So if you
the radius of the Earth, not body of water.
You wouldn't use that for bodies of water either. You wouldn't. Let's say that we had to find out how much water was in the Antarctic circle. Like let's say the Antarctic circle, the Southern Sea as it's called. Okay, what function would you use to actually gather the data you would require of getting shoreline versus the actual, I'd say, equatorial distance from the actual South Pole to determine the body of water, the actual volume of the Southern Sea? What would you use?
What?
I would, oh my gosh. I would get the surface area of the Southern Sea. Then you'd have to get a whole bunch of depth mappings so that you can estimate the depth of it over certain areas.
Would you say that it would be impossible to get the amount? That it would be near impossible to? Okay.
No, not at all.
Well,
Exact
a lot of
amount down to the
scientists say that it is
probably.
a semi-infinite, it's impossible to. They cannot map it. Okay.
I mean, Sonar disagrees with you.
They can't map it. They cannot map it. It cannot be mapped. You can't map
want the
it.
volume. You want the volume. You can get the volume. Yeah,
No, you can't.
You can do that.
No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yeah,
Why not?
You do know
that
that
is close enough to matter.
You do know the seabed has been
Yes,
mapped, right? Trey, you do know the seabed has been mapped, right?
I didn't say the seabed. I said the volume of this water.
You said the volume of the water. Yeah.
Okay.
Why is that so hard?
If we know the depth, if we know the depth and the surface area, we can calculate the volume.
You can't find the depth of the surface area or actually explain it without
depth
using
of
eigenfunctions.
what the fuck is
point
the
out
depth
fire.
of this Trey? What is the depth of the surface area? That doesn't make sense.
I said depth or surface area.
Well, we can quite easily get both because we've mapped the the seabed, and we know the surface area of the oceans. So if you have those two things, which we do, you can calculate the volume.
No, you don't. You don't have it. Look for
Trey,
it.
how do you calculate volume?
Why do we not? All right, what part don't we have? Do we not have the surface area of the oceans, or do we not have the depth mapping?
You don't have the surface area nor the volume of the Southern Ocean.
We absolutely do have the surface area.
Why do we not have the surface area? What makes you think we can't get the surface area?
Because it's semi-infinite.
No, it's not. The surface area
What
is
the
a
hell
finite
are you talking
amount.
I mean, I can look
Semi-infinite.
right here.
That's not even a thing.
I mean, we have it right here. Look. The area of the Southern Ocean, 21,960,000 square kilometers, and the volume is 71,800,000 cubic kilometers. Done.
Okay. Now, give me.
I remind you, you're supposed to be presenting evidence for flat Earth.
No. Give me the combination of every country in the world in surface area. Go.
12. 1273.9.
42.
That's the combination. Got it.
47961, 442,
No,
alpha,
give me
data 79.
the combination of all the surface area of every continent and every other ocean.
Yeah, okay. I would definitely call the lockpicking lawyer. He would get the combination quick.
No, you won't answer my question because you can't.
You want the surface area of the
What?
land?
The combination. What the hell are you talking about?
The combination. Combine all of the surface area.
Oh, you mean the
for
sum?
the area, surface
You're looking
area
for
of
hold on.
land.
Let me help the not engineer understand words. The word you're looking for is sum. The sum of the surface areas of the continents. Okay.
Which is
about the sum of the
million square kilometers.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's 24,642,757 square miles.
Okay.
Oh,
right.
wow. Antarctica's way bigger than that.
No, it's not.
Okay. Good. All right, go ahead. When are you presenting evidence for flat Earth?
I don't have to. You just said that Antarctica is bigger than everything.
Oh, you
said Antarctica
like 5
is
seconds.
clearly bigger than the world.
Oh my God.
Sorry, it's 57,308,738. I read the wrong figure.
Yeah.
So the total land
it's
surface
around
area of
57
Earth.
million.
Again, you're wrong. Again, wrong. Sorry, Ant. Your
prove
first
that we're
answer
wrong.
was wrong.
Prove
Next.
Yeah,
that
and
we're
then I
wrong.
corrected myself because that's the thing that happens. So the
I did
total
not
land
correct
surface
myself.
area, the total land surface area of Earth is 57,308,738 square miles, of which about 33% is desert, 24% is mountainous. Subtracting this uninhabitable 57% from the total land area leaves 24,642,757 square miles, which is what I said earlier. That is the inhabitable area. But the total land surface area is 57,308,738 square miles.
Now read Antarctica's again.
Do you want to know Antarctica's surface area?
No, I
That'll
want to
take
know the
about
surface
3
area of the
seconds.
Southern Ocean and the volume. Read it again.
Right. So now you want to know the surface area of the Southern Ocean.
Okay, surface area of Antarctica, 5.483 million
No,
square
he
miles.
wants to know the surface area of the Southern Ocean.
Oh, the Southern Ocean. Oh, I need to get that one back up again. That was surface area 21,960,000 square kilometers.
Makes sense. Considering it's a ring that envelops the Earth.
And since I know you don't know what kilometers are, I'll convert that to miles for you.
Except that was less than the land area of Earth.
Oh, wasn't because you
the land area of Earth is 57,308,738 square miles. Draco, what was the surface area of the Southern Ocean?
Oh, well, I had it in kilometers. I need to change
Well,
it
this
to...
is science. Let's keep it all in kilometers.
Okay,
This is,
well, in
this is
kilometers,
science.
it's
Let's do kilometers.
21,960,000 square kilometers.
I'll have to convert to kilometers. Hold on.
Yeah, I was trying to convert it to miles.
Trey, what's the color of a 7?
Oh, here. Sorry, that's 13,645,311.382 miles.
Yeah. So
square miles.
So you've got 14 million square miles of ocean in the Southern Ocean and 57 million square miles of land. What's the issue?
You looking
First
for a
of all,
percentage?
you said 51 million, right?
No, 57 million.
Okay.
What's 57 million? Let's keep it clear.
The surface area of all the land on
surface
Earth.
area of Earth is
Of all the land on Earth.
510,082,000 square kilometers. The oceans cover 70.
Wait. What did you just say the surface area of Earth was?
The total surface area of Earth is 510 million.
1 million kilometers, yeah.
82,000. Okay.
And?
So that's what I'm saying. See? Okay.
Nope. Yep. You got it.
Yeah. And your point is?
And you're the ball guys. You should know this. So,
what's your point here?
So
will you make a point? We just stating
I just
figures
made a
about the
point,
Earth.
but
What is your
You don't
point?
even know anything about the supposed ball you live on. Okay.
So I have references that I have to look up.
I don't have everything off the top of my head.
Draco, it doesn't matter. Even if you did,
but I'm not the science guy, and I have this. I have this right. Okay.
Knowing, Trey, does knowing or not knowing the trivia about the facts of the Earth make the Earth flat or round? Not at all. Could you present evidence for flatness, please? Go ahead. Measurements.
Okay. Well, I'm getting to that.
Right. I'm just waiting for the issue. Surface area of Earth, 510 million kilometers. There's 57 million square miles of land. 14 million square miles of surface area in the Southern Ocean. I'm still waiting for the issue here.
Huh? Oh yeah, no. That's what I'm saying. I just want to know if you knew that.
Oh.
Well, I've got a reference
so what's
chart.
your point?
Trey, I've got a reference chart for all the details that I look up. What's your point?
Okay, I have some more questions.
Well, no. How about you present evidence of the Earth being flat?
Yeah, I mean, if it's so obviously flat and definitely flat, then you should just have some, just quick evidence. Quick, go ahead.
Asking us trivia about the Earth, that we can't instantly answer isn't giving evidence that the Earth is flat. So,
are you just diverting from the fact that you don't have evidence?
I'm just asking. I was just asking.
Are you diverting?
This is your time to present evidence, Trey.
I'm just asking questions. That's all I'm asking.
Well, then stop asking questions. Present evidence for the shape.
But you're supposed to be a teacher. You're supposed to be here to teach people.
Yeah, cool. And teachers also have reference materials.
This is entertainment for intelligent people. That's what we're doing.
It's not. It's lies for intelligent people.
Okay. Well, if it's lies, then certainly you would have evidence to support your claim. Go ahead. Off you go. Ready?
Okay.
Waiting.
Let's go. Okay.
Waiting. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Just wait. Okay.
While we're waiting, I just want to say you really need to work on your finger work when you're playing guitar. It's really quite sloppy. You don't have your wrist round far.
It's not. You've seen one video, and yeah, I pretty was much not even trying. But I do have my guitar right here if you'd like to hear.
I can't do English right there.
Anyway, about your evidence.
I can't do English right now. Please forgive me.
So about that evidence of the Earth being flat.
Oh yeah, the flat Earth.
Yeah. Any evidence? Hey, Toon, 3 years we've been doing this, right? How many times have you seen flat Earth evidence?
None. Never has any flat Earth presented measurements of flatness.
What was your guys' opinion on Rob Skiba? Like, honestly, though, I mean,
he was a liar. He was a terrible liar.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you guys never really bought the whole Christianity biblical thing, and I know
Toon is a Christian, actually.
Yeah,
I don't know why
Toon is religious, and I'm a former Christian, and I attend a Christian school.
Oh, you do? Okay, great. That's awesome. So let's go.
Why? What does that change? They still tell me that the Earth is round.
And Rob Skiba was still a liar.
But it's implied.
He's not a liar. I'm gonna give you something really quick that actually just kind of
Is it evidence that the Earth is flat?
It sounds like you're avoiding trying to give evidence. Since you're so
for the first 5 questions I asked.
Since you're so certain that the Earth is flat, why is it so hard for you to just show some evidence of it?
I've shown evidence. Evidence.
Done.
No, you're not.
You're deflecting. You're deflecting again.
Okay.
So about that evidence.
Who was it that said? Okay, Toon said that the sun was created before the Earth.
I said nothing on that topic.
That was me that said that.
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, you were both on wrong accounts.
We were on both wrong accounts.
I'm sorry. Both wrong one count. But listen. Okay.
The sun was created before the Earth.
If you believe in your heliocentric model, the Earth would still have to be older than the sun.
No,
because as
oh my gosh.
Okay. And also in the biblical account, it says Earth was created before the sun, and that was Genesis 1:1.
Yeah, the Bible isn't evidence.
Yep, and the Bible doesn't tell me anything.
And
you know what's funny? You know what's really funny?
Agree with me. The Earth's measurements, they say you have them, but you didn't know them, therefore they were unknown. Okay.
No, they're not unknown. We just have to look them up.
They're not unknown.
That's not
what unknown means. They're known because we can look them up.
I was showing how you're the experts on round Earth, but you're not. Okay.
We're not experts.
Oh my gosh.
Earth is measured with an
experts have Trey, hold on, Trey, hold on 1 sec. You do realize that experts also use reference materials, right? Do you understand that? Do you understand that experts use reference materials?
Are you admitting you're not an expert?
Do you understand that experts use reference materials? Yes or no?
I don't claim to be an expert. I don't claim to be an expert. I'm not an expert.
Or are you claiming to be an expert? Say you're an expert.
I'm an expert in flat Earth nonsense. I'm an expert in debunking flat Earth.
Of course you are, because that's all you talk is nonsense.
I'm an expert in debunking flat Earth, yes.
No, you're not, because you
I am. I'm an expert in debunking flat Earth.
Okay, listen. Oh, he hasn't debunked me yet.
I have. I absolutely did.
You haven't presented any evidence.
Why am I back?
You've been debunked by a 18-year-old.
Trey, I brought you back because I like displaying morons for my audience.
Oh, well, you're displaying finally for them. Okay, so let's look at this. Paths are straight, not curved. You said
what did you say, sorry?
Paths are straight.
Paths are straight, not curved.
They are. No, whenever you connect a path to path, when you fly an airplane, do you fly around in a circle and go left and right and all this?
It's called a great circle route. Okay? It's a great circle route.
Yeah, you technically do.
Yeah, and there's turns in it.
Technically, you're taking a curve. Why don't airplanes adjust for the nose down?
Oh my
Why don't they have
god.
to
Are you
adjust?
serious?
Why don't
This
they
was
have to adjust
debunked
for the
like
reality
10
specs?
years ago,
Wow.
dude.
Okay,
Hey,
let's
Trey,
go. Let's
Trey,
read this.
Right,
what's this
let's
book
go.
say?
Years
Five-
ago called. 5 years ago called. They want their nonsense back.
Let's go. Let's do this right now in however many seconds this takes. This pen, here, can you see this properly? This pen, one band of pressure. This pen, another band of pressure. That goes all the way around. The bands of pressure are like circles around the Earth. The plane flies in one of those bands and flies due to that pressure.
So
and
would
because shut up, I am talking. Because the plane flies in a pressure band. Because you've been talking over us all night, dude. Because the plane flies in a pressure band, and those bands happen to go in a perfect circle, well, roughly perfect circle around the Earth, they don't need to adjust anything. Because that band of pressure will change, and the plane will change with it.
Okay.
And I know you didn't understand that, but I'm sure the audience does.
I understood that perfectly. So are you saying those bands of pressure are fixed and immovable?
No.
Yeah. I mean, you said they're fixed and immovable.
I did not say anything of the sort.
There is a pressure gradient that we can
I'm asking
measure.
you a question. That's Psalm 93.
They are not fixed and
right,
unmovable.
Trey, let me answer the question for you. Those pressure bands, Trey, let me answer. Those pressure bands stay relatively where they are. And the plane uses the pressure band to stay at a particular altitude depending on the thrust the engines are putting out and the lift created by the wings. As long as you keep the lift and thrust the same, you will not raise or lower in altitude. You do not need to follow the curve of the Earth as long as you maintain the correct thrust and lift to be able to stay up in the sky at the particular pressure that you're on. As an engineer, you should know that. But we all know you lied about being an engineer, didn't you?
As an engineer, you should know that all of those thrust and lift calculations you're going on are still on a flat, unmoving, infinite plane.
No, they're
that's
not.
For NASA. That's for NASA.
NASA, we're talking about one specific modeling of a plane taking away extraneous things. That does not mean that planes fly over a flat, non-rotating Earth.
You want to see 40 documents really quick?
Yeah, I've seen them all, and none of them say the Earth is flat.
Every single one of them do.
Toon, how many of those documents say the Earth is flat?
None actually say the Earth is flat.
Really? None. Okay.
Yeah.
I've read them all. I've read them all.
You've read them all. And you still say it's round. Okay, that means you're paid to say it's round.
Being that I am a trained engineer and you did not ever take any engineering classes, I understand that there is trade-offs that engineers make and simplifications that they must make in order to do things. The fact that they say specifically that they need to assume that the Earth is flat tells the engineers that are working on it that the Earth is not flat, but they are specifically supposed to not take that into account for simplification. That's how it works.
For simplification, I'm glad you said that word because I want to explain something really quick. When I denotes the bulk modulus, the viscoelastic modulus designed
viscoelastic
by
modulus
1.3.5 to the density g of the gravitational acceleration, and dj is the strain deviator. Okay, in determining
you don't know what any of that meant, do you?
What the hell are you talking about? Are you just making up words?
RJ0D to the third power RQJ0K
Yeah,
0.
you didn't know that there how to derive x squared.
Hold on.
10x.
Hold on, let him dig. Let him dig.
In the context of energy of a mode, notice that the elements LJJ0 are symmetric. LJ0J equals L, JJ equals 0. Note that IK apostrophe S and 0 exhibit 3D variations in 2, 3. However, FSJ, RJG are the eigenfunctions of the spherically symmetric, spherically symmetric reference Earth model. However, the one that is displayed refers only to the asymmetric flat Earth model. So that's what I want to know, why you need to add all these eigenfunctions to actually understand that you're adding 0 to something that actually is in a whole, where I denotes the bulk modulus, the viscoelastic modulus designed by parentheses 1.3 0.3, 0.5, 0 to the density G, the gravitational acceleration, and DJ are the straight deviator. Tell me what the bulk modulus would be.
What you just said
And the normalization
is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Becomes,
At no point
JK,
in your rambling,
S,
incoherent response
L,
were you even
JJ0,
close to anything that could be considered a rational thought.
You are all listening. Hey,
Everyone in this
listen to me
room
now.
is now
SKQ,
dumber for having listened to
J0K
it.
equals 2
I award
to
you
the
no
SK
points,
power and 2 times
and may
6
God have
where,
mercy on your soul.
Oh, he has very much. Equals 0. Put it simple. It's
Okay,
simple.
could you please tell me what
Let him
exactly
dig.
the
Let him
fuck
dig.
you just said?
Let him keep digging. This hole is
I'm
big.
not digging. I've done your grave, dude.
So,
You have forged your shovel and started to dig, and are
where's your
continuing to
model of
dig.
perturbations? Well, explain.
So
perturbations
here's
to
the
me.
thing. Here's the thing, dipshit. You just
Oh, my man's
those
fault
calculations are from
me.
NASA's
I'm
papers.
asking, you're not a good debater at all.
Here we go, dipshit. Those calculations are from NASA's papers on rigid lifting bodies. You cherry-picked half the formulas and ignored the rest.
Hold on. I got a question.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
It's called NASA lifting bodies?
Trey.
Really?
Trey,
You
what
don't
are
even know what that's from, dude.
Trey, what are eigenfunctions?
Eigenfunctions are. Oh, actually, I know exactly what eigenfunctions are.
Wait, do you have to look it up?
They are rules. So let's explain what eigenfunctions are really quick. Allow me.
He's just Googling it quickly. Hey, how about we ask Nathan Thompson what eigenfunctions are? Nathan, what are eigenfunctions?
Hey guys,
They're the equation functions linear who which operators equals d defined on the function space in any non-zero function equals
So
d
you
in that
just
space.
Googled that.
When acted
Nice.
upon by d, it's only
Okay,
multiplied by
you
some
literally
scaling
just read
factor.
that verbatim
So
from
this
Wikipedia, dude.
So an
I'm on the
eigenfunction is the
Wikipedia
same as
page
a
right
full
now.
velocity.
Dude,
Oh,
I could have
really?
changed the
experts
Wikipedia
have
page and
notes.
you would have read something.
Experts have reference papers.
Trey,
Experts
I am
have
literally
reference
on
papers.
Wikipedia. You just read that verbatim. You have no idea what the. I'll even admit that I don't know what an eigenfunction is, and that's more
I
honest
do.
than you just looking it
I
up.
explained to you that it's a random set of numbers.
You just
in a
read it
scale.
You
verbatim
explained by
after
reading from
Googling it.
Wikipedia.
Why would I Google it? I have it written down right here.
You just read it verbatim from Wikipedia. Stop lying. You Googled it. It's right here. I have it right here, in front of my
My
face.
notes. It's in my freaking notes.
Okay, so you copy pasted from Wikipedia. Same
I'm
difference.
impressed you can read and
big
write,
deal.
frankly.
You can't even explain this to me. I want to ask you something else. Okay.
So Trey, hold on. I'd like to pull you back to Trey. I'm talking. Trey, stop. Trey,
much like we did
Trey,
in section 6. I'm explaining something.
Trey,
Let him dig.
Trey, hold on, Trey.
This is gold.
I would like to remind you that you're supposed to be presenting evidence the Earth is flat. Could you do any of that?
I'm representing my evidence that you were not experts and you don't know anything about the Earth.
That's not evidence the Earth is flat.
Do you know anything about mathematics? You don't know anything. You're stupid.
Says the guy that
derivative of 2x
doesn't know
squared.
how to.
You're really mean.
Hey, what's how do you derive 2x again? X squared, 10 to the x, any of them?
Oh, sorry, we don't know anything about math. Could you please tell me the derivative of 2x squared?
I'm asking you.
No. You said that we don't know anything about math. Can you tell me?
No, it's still my turn. What is perturbation theory?
So again, have you got any evidence the Earth is flat?
Yeah, I got evidence that you don't know anything about the Earth.
Yes, so do you have any evidence that the Earth is flat?
If it's so easy, then you just present it. But you haven't. You've decided not to present it.
Shall I present evidence that? Oh, he's ran off.
Excellent. Did he rage quit?
He's ran off.
Oh my gosh.
I was about to show him the blue marble. Oh, that's too bad.
Wait, so his evidence is that I don't instantly know the the surface area of the Southern Ocean. I don't instantly know the surface area of all the land masses, and I don't instantly know the surface area of the Earth off by heart. And apparently that means that the Earth is flat.
What it sounded
Apparently
like is
that's
that he was
proof.
saying. What it sounded like to me was that he was saying, you don't know these things off the top of your head. I do. Therefore, I'm more of an expert, so I'm right.
Actually, he didn't know them either.
He's a very, very expert, I must say.
He claimed that he did, though.
Definitely a
And I'm
very, very
serious.
expert.
He read that directly from Wikipedia, like word for word, the first line in Wikipedia. He read it because I googled it at the same time I saw him doing it because I knew he was going to. And
I should have gone on and changed some of the Wikipedia entries on eigenfunctions and just made him read nonsense.
So all right, so here's he missed. He just read that from the document that he didn't understand. And he missed. He read right through the part that talked about gravitation.
Mm-hmm.
A thing that he must deny, because if gravity exists, then the Earth is going to collapse.
Cherry picking.
Which is a form of lying. And what does the Bible say about lying, Toon?
You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, that's a big no-no, right?
Yes, omitting
It's actually
the truth is part of
yeah.
lying.
It's there's the big ones, the ones that are listed, and then there's other ones, and that's one of the ones that's listed.
Well, funnily enough,
it's one of the listed ones.
When I was still in faith formation, and going through the process of being confirmed, they had this whole talk with a priest about what do the commandments actually mean, and apparently, according to theologians, they've determined that the 10 Commandments aren't just the 10 Commandments. There's also subsections of the 10 Commandments, there was one about not killing people, which also expands outwards to not hurting people and not beating people, and lying actually did fall under it, because lying is part of theft, which is part of something or something. A priest said this to me. He said that lying does fall under the 10 Commandments, and therefore, by cherry picking stuff like that, done, going to hell.
So basically, no flat earther can be a Christian because they cherry pick.
Well, actually, they can go to heaven if they admit that they were lying, but to do that, they'd have to admit the Earth is round. So, if they stay Flerfs, they're going to hell.
And people wonder why we're doing this 3 years later because of things like that.
Hold on, I want to be clear. That's not actually Christianity. It's not. But this isn't a discussion on religion.
I'm just going off hearsay, so maybe that guy was full of shit. I don't know.
So, I like to review this a little bit. It was gold.
Yeah, please do.
He asked for this debate. He wanted to debate.
Demanded.
He did. And he came in, and rather than he's so confident that the Earth is flat that he did not want to present evidence that the Earth is flat. Which is, you can't fault him for that because there isn't any. So then I showed him the picture that I took in the airplane between between Anchorage and Minneapolis, and he saw that it defeated him, and so rather than say, "Oh, well, I guess I was wrong," like an honest person, he's like, "Well, it must be faked." So he went just in a straw grasping tirade to try to discredit that photo. But here's the thing that they don't get. If you don't like the outcome of something, then picking apart if there's obvious errors, but he didn't have any, presenting more evidence, your evidence that's contrary to that's the process to do it, right? Because he's not going to debunk this particular image. He was just grasping at straws. So it's a horrible thing because Flat Earth turns normal people into liars. That's what it does.
It really does.
Yeah.
And you notice that he had to hold on to the things like I'd put the wrong date in the program, which I then admitted and corrected myself once I realized, and that I read the habitable surface area instead of the total surface area for the land, which I then instantly corrected myself on. Apparently me being wrong and then correcting myself is evidence somehow that the Earth is flat.
Apparently.
It's amazing.
For him. Because he's so confident and is so certain, and there's no question about it, that then when he had a chance to present evidence, he started asking questions instead of presenting evidence, and then started reading from a NASA document.
Which is the fallacy of stolen concept, because NASA say the Earth is a globe.
Yeah, it's a cherry pick thing.
Yeah.
But he clearly did not understand what that was talking about. And somebody pointed out there is a prime, right? There's an apostrophe after something, and he didn't say prime. I wasn't listening to. I have to admit, he was just kind of rambling.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. I have a little
bet.
bet.
Why is he wearing a shirt
Because there's a kitten, and I have a daughter, and she dresses.
Makes sense.
People, girls dress up animals.
Yeah, my little girl, just constantly treats Dave as a little doll.
Yeah, look at that. Oh, he's very happy. Look at that.
Aww.
It's a onesie. My guess is that the person that just handed me this cat used to wear this particular.
I'm going to show my wife that.
Just for this day.
She's like, take this thing off of me.
Look at the camera, kitty. Yeah, be more
Oh, is
photogenic.
PETA watching? I hope PETA's not here. They'll be screaming at you for this. You can't put a onesie on a cat.
There you go. He loves it. All right, this is this is Turtle the cat.
Hey, Turtle.
Yeah. Our other cat is Raccoon, so it's fitting.
But it's
There
not
you
a
go.
turtle. Right, so
And the next cat that you get will be named Unicorn.
It's getting close to 570 debates for me, right? And Toon, you must be at least up in the few hundred by now, right?
Yeah, I have a 230.
And
220
so,
something.
how would you compare, say, that debate to the first debate you ever had? Because it was basically the same for me.
Yeah. They're all the same. Every once in a while, somebody tries to present evidence.
Yeah.
Without realizing that the evidence that they're trying to present actually contradicts what they want it to be. But this guy, he didn't even have that. He had to read something he didn't understand.
Well, his evidence was that we don't have evidence, which we do.
His evidence was that we didn't have specific things memorized.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he eventually got onto. But originally, he was like, "Oh, I'm presenting evidence," when all he was doing was trying to pick apart your one photo of the countless that we have.
Remember Russian vids when I debated him? He asked me how far the sun was from the Earth, and I didn't have it, right at hand. And he's like, "Haha, gotcha! Like, you didn't get me. I don't need to have those things memorized. That doesn't change the shape of the Earth."
Yeah.
And of course, I asked him, "Well, what's the elevation of the Earth of the sun above flat Earth?" He's like, "I don't know."
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
If you can't answer these, if it's not that he didn't know, it's that there isn't even an answer. And of course, that's the bigger problem. Nobody has ever determined the elevation of the sun above flat Earth because it doesn't work. They know that they can't do it.
I've heard everything between 5 to 1,000 miles. I've never heard an exact value or how they found that value, which is not surprising because they can't find that value because we already know that value, which is 93 million miles.
Somehow Cat got out of the clothes.
Oh.
Oof. If it can get out of clothes, what else can it do?
I don't know.
Okay.
It doesn't stop. All right.
I saw a message there, something about there's a video of debunkers and their cats. Could someone send me that on Discord? Because I can't click the link for some reason and I want to see that. All right, I'm going to read super chats that you guys have sent, and then we're going to get you ready to go over to MCToons for what I'm sure is going to be brain cell destroying. I want to say fun, but
Mallory and Flower. It's going to be.
Doesn't feel right.
Something. Something for sure.
It's going to be something. That's definitely true. It'll be something.
Lord Luminous Poo for $5 says, "I like sex when it's hot and juicy and you slap it on the bun, add some pickles." Wait, no, that's a cheeseburger. I'm thinking of cheeseburgers. Yeah, me too. Angel Gamer, $5. Maybe MCToon should bust into that can of haggis whilst we're waiting. No, canned haggis is just wrong. Flosscreen Gaming, $2. Trey is 6-9 minutes late for the memes. Tim Pryor, $5. How about this? We change it up to where you actually give evidence for Flat Earth instead of asking questions you can easily look up yourself. No, Flat Earthers don't do that. Rodent, no last name, $2. The face palms are real. I do apologize for any face palm injuries. Please stop sending me lawsuits. 3 Ron for $2. Trey, we don't think you're stupid. We know you're fucking stupid. Rodent, no last name for $10. Trey, you just pooped your pants and are now claiming you didn't poop. You peed your pants, and pee and poop are different. Either way, you soiled yourself in public and are proud of it. Brilliant. NA666, Hail Satan. I may have eaten too much edible for this. Don't worry, dude. I'm always high when talking to Flerfs, honestly.
I need to get the kitty out.
I don't know how I survived not being able to be drunk or high while doing this.
Throw the Dwarf of the House of Trog for $2 says, a long-time fan, happy 3-year anniversary FTFE, thank you very, very much. Magellan, 5 Sega Genesis dollars, local crayon shelves are empty near the tray. The tray. Robert Gassman, $5, break out the hip waiters, it's filling up in here. Rodent last name for $2, does Trey know how words work? The answer is a resounding no. Michael Acosta, $5. Happy 3 years FTFE. Your debates, streams, and content have made 24-hour duties, long flights, and deployments a little easier. Cheers from the USA. Glad that I can provide some entertainment. Luke Firewalker, 5 years. You don't know how to work a computer, says the idiot who couldn't figure out Zoom or audio inputs when he's an audio engineer, apparently. The Sun Express, $10. You've got to lie to Flerf. Yeah. Common Sense Criticism, $2. Someone give him a free Google search card start. Remember, guys, Google is peer-reviewed. Mr. Unite for the Children for $5. Now, we all know what Trey's mother felt like trying to get him to eat his vegetables. Trey couldn't eat vegetables because that would be cannibalism.
Where's your proof that that's a vegetable, Mom?
3 Ron for $2. Like listening to a small child asking questions. Don't be fucking mean to small children. Steve,
Hey, I take very great offense from that one right there. I demand an apology.
Yeah, too right. Steve6464 for $5. Words, and saying nothing. Absolutely. Miss Unite for the Children, $2. Semi-infinite equals infinity minus 1. Yeah, he didn't know what infinite meant. He said, because we didn't know straight away the square, the surface area of the Earth, that meant it's unknown, therefore infinite. Fuck me.
Yep.
Common Sense Criticism, $3. Life is hard when words are confusing. Pronon1990 for 99 cents with a message, thank you. Design Song 1, $5. Trey's style of debate is the same denial tactic senators use to keep from acknowledged climate change. Do not take it too lightly. No, it's just he's a fucking idiot, mate. Philosopher King Gaming, $2. Can I ask Trey why his god is the most evil thing? I always ask him that. He doesn't like it. Rodent last name for $5. Trey, did you sprinkle lead paint chips on your magic mushrooms before the debate again? Eon Dust for $5. If the internet was a circus, Flerfs would be the performing monkeys that fling their crap at the audience as the ringmaster when they get angry. Warren
That's
Evans,
insulting to monkeys.
It is, don't be mean to monkeys. Warren Evans for £10, so you can read from Wikipedia. Now explain how sunlight can reach all the way east to west, lighting up half the Earth, but can't travel the same distance north to south. Magic sun lamps is the answer. Eon Dust for $10. I ain't a man of science, sweetheart, but I love your stuff and can't get enough of it. The only thing you're missing is a sexy calendar featuring you all. I wouldn't want to traumatize you. That would be very, very wrong of me. Let me just check for a couple more super chats. Chris Kelling for $5 says, one thing that kept my sanity during Trey's rants, pink fluffy unicorns dancing on rainbows. Eon Dust, $5. Also, you called me Elon Musk last night. The name's Eon Dust, sweetheart. Get it right. I was probably tired. After speaking to Rachey, my brain was sore. Come on, computer. And then we've got JRock69 for $2.79 Canadian dollars says, Hail Santa. And the Snark for 2 years, FTFE, that's Mr. Unite for the Children. Children, yes, I know. But, you know, words are hard. So there is that. Toon, tell them again what you got coming up on your channel.
I just watched Mallory's 2 videos that she sent.
Oh, God, no.
No feet. I gave her some guidelines. I'm like, because I want to play, because they're entertaining. They are both entertaining. So you're looking for that, yeah. So Mallory and Flower of the Land is coming up on my channel in about 15 minutes. So I'm going to I'll drop the link in there, and then I'm gonna move on. Yeah, Craig, are you gonna drop?
We're just about to finish up, so yeah. Guys, I want to say a massive, massive thank you for the support that you've shown me over the last 3 years as my channel has started to grow. I'm not going to stop doing this like ever because I absolutely adore this. This is the best job I've ever had. And getting to know people like MCToon and Draco just makes it extra good. So thank you everybody for the support that you've given me. Toon, thank you for keeping me on the straight and narrow as much as possible. That must be a very hard job for you.
Indeed. The first time we talked was what? Do you remember?
A long time.
It was because I thought you were too mean to, and it's hard to say, too mean to Flat Out Hero.
Yeah, that's right. You did think I was too mean to Flat Out Hero.
Mr. Garage himself.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I did shout at him a lot, but he'd been saying some nasty things in chat, and I was quite pissed.
Yeah.
Back with that horrible wallpaper.
Guys, thank you very much for the continued support. I've got another debate on Thursday with Fung, round 2, and then round 2 with Tony Noam on Saturday. I just released my entry to Carl Hill's Wormhole Challenge, so check that out. And in the next couple of days will be episode 63 of Flerfs Are Idiots. So look forward to that. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you guys for coming on. Head over to MCToons for a night of stupid. And remember that stupidity is not a right. Fight the flat earth.
Link is in the chat, guys. Head over to
Link in the chat for the stream. Night, guys. Catch you later.